guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to episode 26 of the SixPackPodcast. Kari joined us at the last minute.
Saving the
and
day.
He's here with us again. Shan rounding out our crew as normal. How are we doing, guys? Are we doing well?
Yep.
Yeah.
All good.
All good.
You recovered from Super Bowl weekend, Shannon?
No. I had to open the day after.
Aha.
And then I'm working 6 days this week for some reason.
It's
Not
because you're
in
so
a
good.
row, but well, they are in a row. But like, I mean, I only have 1 day off this week, and it's Sunday, so it's gonna be a long week. Yeah.
That's what happens when
But
you're in demand.
Benito Bowl was really good. The Super Bowl was, I'll talk about it later, boring. But Benito Bowl was great.
Cool. Kari,
Unless it doesn't
how are
let
we
me
doing?
type.
I'm
Well.
doing good.
Excellent. Andy,
Yep. All good.
another week?
Yeah. Seems to be
Another week,
Going
another
by.
challenge.
going by quick as usual.
Yep. Shannon, any housekeeping?
Not that I can think of.
Please, Lotna, stop clearing up my desk here.
I'm just fighting for my life because I realize my keyboard's not keyboarding for some reason. So I
Oh, no.
haven't been able
A
to
keyboard
type
that's not
my-
keyboarding would be problematic, yes.
Yeah, because I'm trying to just type what I did last week. There we go.
Excellent.
Yes. I don't think so. I don't think there's any.
Episode 25. Shannon, this is where you
Yeah.
usually...
I'm trying to do a lot of things at once.
And
I've had
the smart
an
links
afternoon.
actually did work this time, so they do go directly to episode 25's comments.
Oh, I feel like that was just a one-time thing, you know. Two-step
Um,
verification. I just want to sign in so I can edit the notes. Like,
Aha. Andy's been gone for like 2 weeks, so he can't possibly...
There we go. Now I can click.
have anything else to add. But
Okay, let's see. Well, Martina thanked Jazzy for the shout out about her art.
oh, the most recent one, yep.
Yeah, and she's always happy when someone likes her drawings, and she tries to, well, she hopes to, but she says she tries to always find time to draw at least one fan art per episode. Let's see what else.
Martina is indeed prolific.
Yeah, there's more discussion about whether Radian's actually a warlock with short trek, which has come up before when he said he can't do magic right. We were all like, I mean, I don't know much about D&D, but I do know there's a difference. So I remember thinking, they might be right. You can't do magic.
It's certainly possible.
Mark doesn't want to be summoned anymore. He said, I don't know why you summoned me. So we just won't. That's what you get.
Aww.
We can summon him later. We need to give him
complain.
some love for his
Well, we're
items
going
in
to
the
talk
most recent
about the
episode.
boat. Yeah. Let me see. And then I've got Andy's. I'm trying to also sustain. I'm reading it quickly so I can succinctly summarize it. He's not DM'd a game with less than 5 players until Harry went on his sabbatical.
I find
So
that
he's always had
very
big
surprising,
groups.
Andy, but maybe we'll get into it more later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy's here, so like that's
We can
that's
ask him-
actual
we can
ask
discussion
him to
point.
elaborate.
That's why I was trying to summarize, because I was like, he can talk about this later.
Yep.
So I can just let him do it later. But
Yep. Anything else, Sean? In fact, we can ask Andy about it here in a second. Ask him to elaborate. has come.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just sending an edit request on the show notes because it still won't let me type on them. So if you see that, don't worry about it. Everything's
Really?
going great.
Did I not?
I
click
don't
the
know if
button?
I did something wrong. I just wanted to make sure because.
Oh, no wonder nobody's been modifying them.
See, sometimes it just takes a really confused, half
Yeah.
asleep me to figure something out.
Everybody who has access to the link should be able to edit them now.
Yeah, I thought it was my keyboard, but then I broke my keyboard by trying to
Like
reconnect
typing.
it. Well,
Yay.
because it has those. I have a keyboard that can be used on several computers. You see, so it used to be set to a Mac, so it's been switched to a Windows. But sometimes the buttons get. So I thought it was
switched up
that.
around, yeah.
So when I was trying to figure it out, I did switch it to Mac, and that's why it wasn't typing before. And then I came back here, and I was like, it's still not typing. I think something else is broken. I don't think it's me this time.
Well, this is the time for everybody to
Yeah, if you hear
add their-
typing noises, we're being
add-
very good and
add
professional.
their items at literally the last minute.
Yeah.
I have it here on a
Housekeeping.
I have it here
There's
in
my
the
housekeeping.
editor page.
Yeah,
The housekeeping
this
is that we need
this was
that
my
you needed to edit
housekeeping.
permissions on the show notes.
Yes, and
Um,
everyone had to hear about it. All the listeners, all the watchers had to hear about it.
Yes. It's a sad day. A very sad day. We went from 69 to 68 subscribers on the channel.
It was Mark. Clock
Shame on him.
He unsubbed.
unsubbed. We'll have to get somebody else to get in
Rough
there.
life. So, Andy, tell us more about your party composition and number of players.
Okay. So it started off with 6, went up to 7 with the OG group.
In person?
In person, yeah.
Wow.
This is, my 2 older brothers and 4 other friends. So it's kind of mad. But that's how it's always been. So it's it hasn't felt strange in that regard because, whoever's been DMing has had to cope with that amount of people. And quite often when we meet in person, the sessions because we always order food partway through, they're always broken up anyway, so it's not been so weird in certain respects to do it. But when we were having to do it remotely, it became a lot more difficult to manage, and then we decided after, when we could actually meet back up in person, that's the best way of doing it. And then the second group of people, like I said, started off with 5 when Harry was part of the group. Actually went up to 6 for a brief period when one of the players' boyfriends wanted to join, but he had to drop out because of work reasons. But now he might be coming back, so it might go back up to 5 and then back up to 6 when Harry comes back from a sabbatical. But I mean, and in terms of the dynamic of how it works, I don't find it that difficult to manage. There are times when there are people that aren't really doing much in terms of contributing to the whatever is going on, whether it's social exploration or everyone's involved when it's combat. But the current group that I'm going through, there's a lot more involvement in terms of the backstories and engagement with the story anyway. And there's been particular focus at times on certain characters, but there's always been something that other characters could find out about stuff that's related to them, either second hand or third hand, from the bit that's going on in the main bit. So I've always tried to seed in bits of everything at times based on people's backstories. So it's kind of worked out well, I think. And I was just saying to Kari before we started that I don't know whether you were in the room at the time, Doc, but we just got to the point where they are getting to know what the final end quest part is. And part of what they need to find out is related to the father of one of the characters, who's been estranged basically from that character for all their life. So this is practically the first time they've met them. So it's kind of at the point they're in the room together and they're basically avoiding talking to each other. So one of the other players is going to have to kind of insert themselves just to get things moving, because otherwise how both of them are acting is basically just not going to happen, you know. But yeah, it's interesting.
Cool. So you've been essentially part of 2 or 3 games then, Andy? Or how many games have you been part of at this point? Many more?
Too many to count, yeah. So basically started when one of my elder brothers was at university since 98 sort of time. Played for about 6-7 years consistently through that period, then stopped for a bit while people went away, got jobs and did other stuff. And then we sort of came back to it around 2010, 2011. And have been consistently playing ever since. But it was kind of started off as we did Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay for a bit, we did Pathfinder for a bit, we did a Star Wars setting for a bit, did 4th edition D&D, which I don't know why we bothered, but we tried it.
It's the edition that shall not be named. Yes.
Yeah. And then in deciding to switch to 5th edition was when I picked up DMing. And some of the people that because this was meant to be like a monthly group, sometimes it didn't happen monthly, sometimes it was, you know, there was a big gap, especially over summer. But some of the people also joined a Tuesday weekly group. So we had another campaign running with a different DM midweek. But then several things happened with that group that mostly we had to change days about 5 times. So it's been a different day of the week consistently. And that ended up starting to be fortnightly and then slipped to once a month and then just stopped altogether.
Yep.
So
it's the final boss of every D&D group, right?
Yeah.
The scheduling.
And as it was a weekday thing, we never really got very far and got much into it, because we kind of start about 7:30, 8 o'clock UK time. Everyone would be wanting to leave by 10:30.
Yep.
For work the next morning, so it's kind of didn't really
Much
feel
harder.
like we're getting anywhere.
Much harder.
And we even tried Candela as part of that group. Actually, we had a brief stint trying Candela Obscura. I don't know if you've played that.
It does not ring any bells to me, but it sounds like
It's
Kari
the-
knows of
It's
what you
the
speak.
horror Cthulhu version from Critical Role,
Yeah.
written by, amongst other people, Talis and Jeffy.
Mm. So yeah, that's my
Cool.
history.
I'm just reading now. Might have to check it out.
It's kind of similar in a way to Daggerheart in the way that they run the combats and stuff.
Aha. Okay.
Loosely initiative, not fixed like D&D, but it's not terribly combat focused really. It's meant to be more storytelling. horror themed.
I'll have to check it out. In all the spare time that I don't have. Cool. How about you, Kari? I don't know if we heard from you about the number of... How many people are in your current game?
So in my current game, I have 4 players. But yeah, I have another group with 4 or 5 players. I was originally a player, but then I became kind of the DM because our DM got a child, and so she got my character now instead, and I took her DM seat just because as a player she can get up and leave the room and do something with her kid while I'm then still storytelling. And yeah, but I do like 5 players and more. My biggest group I think was 10, 12, but
Wow.
that was hardcore.
Yeah, that's really...
And
In D&D,
exhausting.
that's exceptionally hard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, my usual groups are like 4 to maximum 5 people.
Usual size, then. And in person, Kari, or...
So my current D&D group, the one I DM'd from the start, we are playing over Facebook, and we're playing mostly in text version, what makes it all the more complicated, because everything takes longer. And my other group where I took over the DMing, it is in person, and then I'm part of another, but I'm just a player, and that is over Discord.
Cool.
And I'm actually planning in my library one because one of my colleagues started to do wanted to bring a dragon day in because dragons are cool and kids love dragons. And so she asked me like, hey, would you DM a D&D campaign? And now I literally wrote my own little module about a couple of dragon wormlings that just hatched and have to escape from the collection they were born in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fun.
Sounds like something that the DrKagon setting might work nicely for, actually.
Yeah, but I haven't
it's
worked
quite a
with
ways
that
away, right?
system yet, so and I don't have the books and anything, so I'm working with D&D and I'm letting them all play. I printed cards
Play a
in
mini
the
dragon,
library,
basically, right?
and I have the miniatures here.
Cool.
I have a lot of miniatures of little dragon wormlings.
Speaking of that, I need to figure out what's up with the DrKagon stuff.
Yeah, I still have to look into if I want any of it, because again, it's hard when I don't play anything and I don't have time to play anything.
I feel like, Shan, you need to just show up to your local shop and do some one-shots.
I have to see if they even do that. Looks like they do more Warhammer and stuff than they do anything
D&D.
else. Every time I go in there, I usually see people doing Warhammer stuff.
Yeah, but sometimes these game stores have a board where they, for example, then have
Sign-ups,
pinned
basically.
on for sign-ups.
I'll have to take a look. I'm very incredibly weird about working with new people about anything. I'm very so I always worry about being with new people about something like that, because it's a bunch of things all in one. It's the whole cannot be seen as an idiot in front of new people, nervous around new people as it is, lots of fun time anxiety stuff. So it's one of those things. that I'd have to like work myself up to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's kind of the opposite with me, because I feel sometimes that I can't be an idiot around my older brothers, even though they know that I'm an idiot, and I know that it's not really, that doesn't really matter. But sometimes I feel like a bit self-conscious that way.
Yeah,
But
I think it's, you know, it's a steep learning curve, and I don't know, if I don't know the people, I don't know what their tolerance for that is going to be.
Hmm.
And that's probably part of why it's like, I can't be seen as an idiot. And the second they look at each other while I say something, it's over and I need to leave.
That's where, yeah, you definitely have to almost have somebody tell you that this group is friendly for to be straight.
So,
I mean, most groups are, but
I'll figure something out eventually. It's like, it's that time of year where it's like, I don't really want to do anything anyway except stay home because it
Yeah.
sucks. I mean, we've had the same snow outside for 2 weeks now. The snow has not melted. It's
Wow.
just
Same.
cold. It's finally hitting 40 degrees Fahrenheit this week. We haven't seen 40 degrees in a month. So, it took 9 days for us to top out of freezing, and we were only out of freezing for like a day, and then we went right back into it. Like, I mean, I sent screenshots in the server. It was like, with the wind, it felt like negative 21 Celsius in my neck of the woods. It was very cold. We had like a lot of Arctic wind, and then poor Lindsay actually was negative 20 where she was up
without wind chill,
around Ontario. So it's like, I mean, no, that was before wind chill.
yeah, without the wind chill.
Yeah, that was bad. So it's like, we were having a rough time of it in the northeast region of North America for a minute there. And it's probably gonna get cold again. Like I never, the groundhog did see his shadow because the sun happened to be out this for once in his life. But also, we have 6 more weeks of winter no matter what, and I think it's really funny that people get mad at the groundhog for nature. It's like, yeah, he said early spring. Watch, we get a blizzard. You're gonna be mad at him anyway. He's just a little guy named Phil. Little Puxatawny Phil. If you don't know what that is, I highly urge you to look it up. It's the funniest tradition I think we have here in Pennsylvania. I mean, it ends up reaching far across, but the most famous groundhog is Pennsylvanian, unfortunately. Unlike Bill de Blasio, like, at least we don't Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, who famously killed a groundhog on Groundhog Day. By accident. It was an accident. The groundhog got a little antsy and jumped out of his arms and fell and hit his head. So, like, it was an accident, but we do like to point out that Bill de Blasio killed a groundhog on Groundhog Day.
All right, let's get to some news, shall we?
Groundhog Day. Natural
Groundhog
6.
Day.
I saw his shadow. 6 more weeks
February.
of winter.
We're in it. We got a new news update. Redacted is still redacted.
Yeah, we don't even have a timeline on Redacted. It could happen. You have to be ready for Redacted. It could happen at any time.
That could happen at any time. 2nd anniversary coming up. P.O. Box.
Yeah, I think I did I mention to Holly what my funny idea was? I don't know if I did. I did tell her she was going to be getting some sort, like I'd treat them like my pen pals. Like I just write to them, just be like, hi guys, hope you're well. But my funny idea, because I love memeing this, was sending them like a war wife letter. I hope that everyone is keeping well. I hope Harry's eating. Please tell me he's eating. I worry so much about him. And Doug. Oh, Doug, has he been lost again? He can't wander off. He can't take treacherous roads. He goes on too many unnecessary journeys. Just something goofy like that and see what happens. Because, like, I don't have anything I could send them except my idiocy. So writing them a fun letter would just be funny. Just
Yep.
surprise them with something completely goofy. A letter to the front.
I think that'd be on brand, especially if you
Yeah.
keep it consistent, Shan.
It's not like, and I've written them letters before, so they know that's something I like to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'd have to come up with something really dumb.
If you were
Like,
going to send
really dumb.
something to them at the P.O. box, what would it be, Andy?
Possibly an update on the campaign. Because of, I think everyone has been here and seen the thing or heard the thing that I got sent from them. So
Yes, we have.
yeah,
I think Carrie has heard the thing.
yeah. So yeah, an
Excellent.
update on the campaign.
I'm sure they'd be happy to hear about it. Excited to hear about it. What about you, Carrie? What would you send to the P.O. box?
Oh, literally a big letter with thank you for every, like, mentioning everything they light up our days with.
That sounds like a massive letter.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That will be
50 pages long.
I think I will have to bind it in a book and send it to them.
Yeah.
Not this one. This
Laminated.
one is sacred.
Not that one, yeah. Not that one. So we're in a short month. Otherwise, we would have had 3 episodes, I think, actually, this month. But we're only getting 47 and 48. 48 next
Yeah, we just missed
Tuesday.
49.
Yep.
Just missed 49.
So we will have that probably next month.
Right at the beginning.
March will be a three
Yep.
episode month.
Yeah.
It's literally the yeah, because the 28th is a Sunday, so it's literally we miss it by 3 days. That's fun. Or it's a Saturday. My apologies. My work calendar goes Monday to Sunday, but my actual calendar goes Sunday to Saturday. So I always have to like mentally
Do the-
readjust. Yeah.
Adjustment.
Yeah,
Um,
my
So you
my
have
beautiful Bellatro calendar. It's a
Ooh.
collector's item. Yeah, this month it's quite funny actually. It's the mime Joker. So it's Ben dressed as a mime coming out of a frame. Very on brand for Ben Starr. If you happen to know anything about his biggest game release of 2025. But yeah, so I have a creepy mime Ben Starr looking out upon my work and judging me.
I had to keep my mouth shut at work. Out of the blue, somebody came up to me and
Oh,
said,
no.
"Hey, do you know about this thing Bellatro?" Or it didn't pronounce it that way.
Ballatro.
Ballatro.
Yeah,
or,
Ball-
I
it
can't
is-
remember what they said.
Ben said it's
I'm like,
Ballatro,
yeah,
but like
yeah,
my
I know
brain
what-
still.
I know something about it. Yeah.
I know a little bit about
A little bit about
Souls
it.
Like
Yeah,
Poker.
just a small bit.
I still haven't beaten it. So.
I mean, I can happily say that our library finally, like literally last week, we got Claire Obscure Expedition 33 for the for the PlayStation 5 and for Xbox. Finally, it took forever.
So you can now rent it, basically.
Yes, you can now rent it here from our library.
Is Germany where Bellatro had problems because it was classified as gambling, et cetera, Carrie? Maybe it was Belgium.
Possible. I
I
would
can't
have
remember.
to check.
I'll have to
I
look.
think
That's
I
funny.
think it was Belgium.
Yeah. Where
That's funny because it's not. There's no currency. It's
there's
just.
no currency involved, but
There's
yeah,
no
then it got-
currency involved.
so it's like 18. It's basically adults only to buy it.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't want to start them early.
I
We
guess,
already
yeah.
had that with microtransactions, so
Yeah. We'll
don't want
still
them to do
allow-
fake real gambling now.
We'll allow 7-year-olds to buy Roblox bucks or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
but,
Robux.
Yeah.
I know that because my coworker plays Roblox, and as a joke, I got her Robux for her graduation 2 years ago. Because I was like, I'm
That's
gonna get you
fantastic,
Robux or
Shan.
something, and
That's
she was like, I would
fantastic.
love that. So I got her like $50 of Robux.
That's fantastic. So
Hey,
we got
man,
AMA
you know.
next Monday, I think, or no, tomorrow. Looks like. But some of the stuff got moved around, I think. So I'll have to look back and check. But
So, quick update. Yes, they had problems in Germany. I just checked.
Okay.
It was Peggy 18 then rated here.
it was adult, yeah.
yeah,
adult-
it was
basically
then here
adults only,
rated
yeah.
for mature and older.
Which makes it a real problem, I think, on mobile, right? So, hey, what are you gonna do? Ratings are a funny thing. We got AMA. We got all sorts of goodies this month. Have you been keeping up with Eyes Eye, Shannon?
I listened to the first one, and I mean, like all other Patreon things, it's just kind of I'm behind. To be fair, and I mean, I'll talk about it in my what I've been doing lately. I have been struggling to actually commit to watching even the shows I like to watch, because like I'll be playing A Realm Reborn, which isn't particularly taxing. But instead of putting on a show I could be watching at the same time, I put on a YouTube video or something. Like a YouTube video I've already seen. So it's like, I've been having like, I mean, I feel like this happens after New Year's every year. I have like a focus issue for a little while. Where like, I'm so burnt out from the holidays that I just kind of don't do anything I actually want to do. Well, I do, but I do like the laziest thing that I want to do because it's just, you know, it's comforting,
easiest,
it's chill.
right?
Yeah, so it's like, you know, I'm slowly, like, I have a notebook here ready to go for the Patreon stuff so I could take notes alongside my actual show notes. I just haven't sat down and actually started any of it. I've listened to like half of Clacks. I listened to the first Eyes Eye while I was walking my dogs, which once again, Alex Jordan, great job. And like that, it's really like, I'm not gonna like, I mean this in the nicest way possible, very ASMR-y when I'm walking my dog, to have like Eyes voice specifically. It's like, it scratches a little like, I like that sound kind of button in my head. Like, that's a nice voice kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it. I really like the voice Alex does for I. It scratches like that sounds pleasant in my head, which is funny because I'm sure it's not meant to. But yeah, it's one of those things I actually want to sit down and listen to because like I like I a lot, and I like listening to him ramble about nothing for like 30 seconds because that was there was like a whole part in the first one where he's just like going, and I'm like, where are you going with this, young man? little kobold. What? So like, it's on my list. And the reading stuff I haven't done anything I need to read yet. And I'm behind on half of the videos too. I'm terrible. I did watch that behind the scenes video everyone was talking about though. So I did do at least that.
Yes, the last BTS was suitably unhinged.
Yeah.
Yes, but
Quite
good nonetheless.
Quite good.
Yes, we have another crazy AMA, of course, coming.
I keep forgetting to send in a question. I was going to do something related to the succulent Chinese meal, but then I also thought, who's not allowed to have the ox? Who's just straight not allowed? Who's not allowed? And I keep forgetting just to send it because I want to send it closer to, but I also don't want to forget, so I just end up forgetting. And so eventually I'm going to be like, you can talk about the characters who's not allowed to have the ox. Who is not allowed to have the ox? Because I hear you guys playing music at your photo shoots. That's one of my favorite. I haven't watched the full video. I just watched the TikTok version when they were doing the web merch, and they just had Disney music blasting in the background. It's one of my favorite videos. And Doug's just like, goofing off in front of the camera to Disney music. Just good stuff. Yeah.
Yep, I feel like Doug is the one you could have to any party and he would be in the vibe.
He finds a way to, he'll find the vibe, or he'll make it. He'll find that vibe. He'll suss it out.
Excellent. Anything else news-wise we gotta say, guys? Redacted, still redacted.
Who knows when that's gonna be? I still have my fingers firmly crossed, but I'm not hoping so hard that it'll ruin my day.
Starts with a P, ends with an X.
Yes. I haven't even bought my tickets yet, which I should, because the prices go up
It's getting close,
in
right?
4 days. Yeah, it's the end of next month. It's the last full weekend in March. We already have the hotel. I just haven't booked the badge in part because I'm taking someone who's never been to Boston. One of the people I went to Montreal with is coming with me. And she would like to ostensibly see parts of Boston. And so, I want to make sure that I have time, but I have to know when things are so that I know when I have time. So that's why I've been kind of iffy about, I don't want to buy a 4-day badge if things don't work out, no loss, but that way I haven't spent the money on it. But then I also know when I need to be there, kind of thing. So, I'm not putting too much pressure on it, but I do have to kind of commit to getting a badge in the next, I'll just have to pay more, which would suck, but
The first MCM I went to in ages, to see the guys, was I left it too late and I ended up having to buy each day individually.
Yeah, that's the trouble. If I go to PAX right now, to pull up, because I forgot how much they are. The mailing deadline is the 15th. So it might not go up that much. 4 days is, with the service fee, $259, because they do tell you how much your ticket is, and then they separate the service fee. Their service fee is only $10, which I've seen worse.
Is that $259 then plus sales tax, Shan?
It might be.
Yep. Pricey.
Yeah, and then but it's way more expensive to buy them individually, which is why if I have to get the 4-day, I want to get because it's 75 Thursday, Friday, 82 for Saturday, 75 for Sunday.
Oof.
Yeah.
Getting expensive.
Yep. It was $245, I think, last year, 2 something. So it didn't go up terribly much. I'm pleased to see that. But I had said a couple times that I was, probably not going to full con many other cons anymore, like New York. I don't want to do fully New York Comic Con anymore because half the time I'm just exhausted. And I'm by myself most of the time anyway, so it's a lot less fun. And then maybe I'll do Otakon this year because I can help my friend with their booth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I it makes it fun. I also just always, Otakon was my first con. I love the vibes there. I'm glad the vibes haven't changed since the last time I was there. But yeah, early bird prices. Prices don't go up until the 20th. So I do have a little time. It's just badge. I'd have to pick up my badge, which is what I did last year. I went and picked up because the shipping for the badges was $15 or something.
Oof.
And I was like, no thanks.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So you know what? I did have it mailed to me last year. It was New York Comic Con. I didn't have mailed to me. But when I went in 2023 and ran into Benjamin, that I did pick up because it was just one day. I was like, I'll just go pick it up because we just went for the Final Fantasy 16 DLC panel. Because 14 was the next day, so we weren't gonna make 14. But yeah, and we went to the Warframe one. That was pretty fun. Reb Ford is great. I fell in love with Reb that day. Still haven't played Warframe, but I love Reb. So
You are not alone.
love her.
VIP passes are sold out for MCM London, guys.
They want the perks.
All 5 of those people who
Oh,
could buy the VIP passes.
that's crazy. Yeah, they haven't added any new guests to... Oh, Games Done Quick actually did get added to. They did add a couple of guests since last night.
Cool. Right on. Cast news. So this came out, I think maybe it was like the day after, maybe. So Emberville kind of had a soft launch for their early access. Doug and Alex feature heavily in the trailer for Emberville, with Alex narrating. Looks like a cool little game. From Irish developers.
My
Signals
people.
Cross, which is cool. Co-Carnage is heavily involved in the development and has been also heavily involved in the marketing of it. But yeah, looks cool. Both Doug and Alex in it. And it was announced, I think, a couple days after this that Alex is also going to voice direct the whole game. So
Good for him.
congrats to him. I don't know if he's ever said anything about voice directing previously, but
He can wing it.
Yeah.
I trust him.
so. And if you want to book Brittany Ferries as well, there's a nice ad for you there on getting a free ticket or free upgrade. Yeah, that's it, I think. Couple games from cast members will be coming out. So Solasta 2's early access here in just over a month.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited
And
about that
Greedfall
one.
2 as well will be getting full release, I think, on the 6th of March with Harry in it.
There's so many
Solasta 2,
games
of course,
to
has
play.
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
I'm personally waiting for Solastra.
Yeah, the first one was... Did you play the first one, Carrie?
I have it and I looked into it, but I hadn't have the time to put much time into it.
Yeah, technically it's rough, too. Like, you gotta... It's one of those, like, you've got to be pretty gentle with the game. If you push it out of, I guess, push it a little bit further than it's meant to, then you can break the game pretty easily.
So no outside of the box thinking or the game breaks.
Yeah, like if you try and BG3 it, you will have a rough time. Yeah.
What? No barrelmancy?
No. Speaking of BG3, I think the sale for the Divinity series is currently on.
I'm actually on Steam right now if you
I
want me to
already
check.
have the series so far.
Yes. Let me actually have a quick boo and see.
I'm trying to remember how to get to the sale section. Like the actual sale section, not the thing where they list all the specific sales. I want to see all the games on sale, and I can't remember how to get there.
Neither do I.
I never remember. I'll find it. Forget it the next time I go on to Steam.
Yeah, so the Divinity franchise sale is on. Let's have a quick look at the timing.
Specials. I found it.
I'm trying to see.
But yeah, I started to play together with Pat. We started Divinity Original Sin.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah. And I have played Divinity Original Sin 2 before, not fully, but like the first zone, so like little bit more than the tutorial.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, if I don't play that with someone else, I probably will not get through it because I
Yep.
need someone to push through the story. And so, yeah, Pat and I started it, but we couldn't. We both had like timing problems, and she is currently obsessed with Minecraft, so.
That is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see what the original Divinity, whether my Steam is okay. So if you
So there's Beyond Divinity, Divine Divinity.
yeah, I was looking at the bundles, Carrie, to see whether what the cheapest way to.
Well, I mean, I can check. I don't own them. I can go.
Okay, so if you get the Eternal Edition, it includes everything for £68. It's probably going to be about $80, maybe. Shan?
Let's see. I actually went to the game and not like the sale.
Yeah.
Well, that's the 2.
Original games you can get for like £5 or so each.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Source Saga, which is Original Sin Enhanced and Original Sin 2, is $59.48 on USD.
Yeah, I feel like they were cheaper, but maybe this sale is over now.
It might be over because it doesn't say like
Yep.
it says -30 for the bundle,
Yeah,
but
then
the
there's
other
no-
games are not on sale.
Yeah,
like
usually they have the
specifically.
green stuff, right?
Yeah,
When they're on the
no
Steam
sale.
Yeah, I got mine during Steam sale, like the winter sale, I think.
Aha. Yes, I still have my discs for the original Divinity.
And it tells me the only one I do not have is Divinity 2, the developer's cut.
Okay.
What?
So yeah, it's a good time to check up some Divinity if you
Oh man.
are so inclined.
A game I wanted is for some reason no longer on the Steam store. Yakuza 0. I went to go check and see if anything on my wish list was on sale, and the price was gone. So I went to their page, and now it says it's no longer available.
What game, Shan?
Yakuza 0. It says they might, maybe because they're re-releasing it, maybe? Yeah.
Director's cut.
So they took away the original, and now I gotta pay $45 instead of $10. That's nice.
Really?
Amazing.
It used to go on sale for $10 every so often, and now it's gone, and the only version is $50. The director's cut's $50.
Okay, so if you purchase the original, you can get the director's
The
cut
upgrade.
for an upgrade.
Yeah. But you can't get the original anymore. That's kind of
Sucks. Yeah.
that's kind of not great because I kept forgetting to buy it when it would go on sale, and now I have to pay 5 times as much as I would have had to when it went on
I
sale.
think. Do I have it? I thought I had it. Yes, I do.
Well, I guess I'll add the new version to my wish list, and
Yeah.
I'll wait. That's dumb. That's rude.
Director's cut. Yeah.
I've never seen the game get removed just because they released, like, you can still get Final Fantasy VII not intergrade on PlayStation, for instance, because that's the only place that you couldn't get intergrade at first because it was for PC and all that. But like, that's
Bummer.
crazy. Yeah.
All right.
Rude.
Back on track. Doing lately. Carrie. Last in, first out. All yours. What have you been up to?
Oh gosh. So what I've been up to, there is, like, besides work, besides my D&D, I'm currently recording and playing Mass Effect 2 and Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous, because one of my nieces was like, while I was playing Mass Effect 2, was like, I just want to see one game from you. And that game is
50
Pathfinder: Wrath of
hours
the
later.
Righteous. And so, yeah, I currently record now both, and that is, one of them actually has face cam. That is why I have these little jokes on my stuff. And yeah. And otherwise, I mean, work. The
Work,
very adventurous thing.
snow.
Yeah. And yeah, as at the library D&D Hatchlings quest I planned, and my current warlock group that is about to find out what kind of quest they actually have signed up to.
That's always a good one.
Yeah, I don't like AI as much, but I sometimes, like, if it's for myself or like for some smaller things, I sometimes love to like throw things into like an AI song generator if I really need like these specific lines to be in the song. And so they have now, for one, a lure song that puts them into a pocket dimension, or that lures them there, and then one song where it literally shows them what they're actually going to face or try to prevent. Means, one of their, not main bosses, but the thing they try to prevent from breaking out is actually Tharizdun, the the god of madness, creator of the abyss, chained oblivion. They had no idea.
Well, they will soon.
Yes.
They will soon. Cool. Andy, what have you been up to, buddy?
D&D. I should have mentioned earlier that I have actually signed myself up for 2 more sessions next week during half term for new players at the local game store.
Excellent.
So yeah, got to do some prep for that, but
Good
yeah,
deeds all around.
yeah,
It's too bad I can't come to your local game store,
it is.
because then at least I know one person and that's enough.
Or to meet you, the Hatchlings quest. That would be
Yeah,
fun.
I would have. Yeah, have me with the actual hatchlings. Tiny chair, me, surrounded by tiny children. I used to be a camp counselor. It wouldn't be that different.
Yeah, well, hopefully these children aren't too tiny. I did
No.
specify at least 11 plus on the sign up.
I feel like you with a little dragon hat, Shan, in a small
Yeah.
chair is something that we all need in our lives.
Yeah, I would love to be in a little dragon hat in a little chair. I
Playing some
think
D&D?
that's exactly where I need to be, in a little beanbag chair,
Mm-hmm.
playing some D&D, dressed like a dragon. That's where I belong. Nope.
It's a good image.
Yeah. Now I gotta get a dragon hat somewhere. I do have an owlbear hat that I got PAX last year.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to get there while Aoife was running the booth. We missed her, so we didn't get to buy our merch from Aoife. But I do have a nice little owlbear hat somewhere. I'll have to dig up for next time.
Excellent.
Yeah, thank you, Larian, for my owlbear hat and my soundtrack for Baldur's Gate, the game I've only played 2 hours of. I bought it on vinyl. I wasn't gonna miss the opportunity to not pay shipping on a vinyl. You know what I mean?
You didn't. You played 2 hours of.
Yeah.
Baldur's
Yeah, I was struggling with the mechanics, and I felt like I was gonna have to start over again. And with all the other games I've had, I haven't. I want to commit to it because if I keep having to change games, I'm gonna have the same problem I had last time I tried to play it, which was I stopped for a minute, came back, and I no longer understood what I was doing with the controls.
On what platform are you playing?
I was playing on PlayStation, but I'm hoping that it goes on a decent enough sale on PC that I can justify buying it on PC.
Mm-hmm.
I have the collector's edition that they did, so I could have
Same.
a physical copy of the game. So it's back there somewhere. It's behind my.
I have
screen
the
somewhere.
collector's, the special edition.
It's definitely something I wanted to play. It's just like I was struggling with the controls of it all, and because I'm not D&D minded, I have a learning curve for the game, trying to figure out what everything is and what everything means.
Mm-hmm.
That gave me an extra layer of like I
Can
don't
be
have the brain
overwhelming,
power
yeah.
for this game right now. Yeah, so I played up to. Well, the reason why it took 2 hours was also because I was stuck at that first fight against the little brainlings after you crash. Right at the beginning.
Spoilers for BG3, ladies and
Spoilers for
gentlemen.
the first 5 minutes of BG3.
Well,
Sorry,
first,
first half hour.
yeah.
Yes.
Because
But-
it took me a long time because I kept dying.
When you get it on PC, or if you have a PlayStation Plus membership,
Yeah.
and you actually want to pick it up, maybe we could play together.
Yeah, and I can maybe learn. I do want to
And
play
I could
it,
protect
so-
you while you figure
Oh
out
my god. Yeah, while I die so many times. I had to basically keep dying to level
Don't
up.
worry.
Because
Don't-
I couldn't level up. So I basically had to keep starting the fight and dying to get enough experience to go level up to actually finish the fight. It was exhausting. So
You're not the first newbie I actually drag through at least the
Yeah.
first chapter of Baldur's Gate, the first act.
Yeah.
So it will be fine. Don't worry. What I usually then do is like I play all three companions, me
Yeah.
and two companions, and let you just like experiment with your.
Yeah.
And I have at least one or two clerics that keep picking you up.
yeah. It's also like I'm already playing one endless game and it's hard to commit to a second because that was the game that I went back to was Final Fantasy 14. And then I went back to Baldur's Gate and I did not know the controls anymore. So it's like it's one of those things where I have to kind of figure out what long games I have the brain space for at any given time. Because
Yeah.
it's, I know it's a long game. I know it's a very long game. So
Yes, but it will be rewarding.
yeah,
I offer you if you like either have the PlayStation thing or the
Yeah.
computer that you just give me and we figure something out.
yeah. It is like something I do want to pick up. It's just like, it's just never the right time, and I do want it to be time. I also have to finish The Witcher, which
I never started. The
I
Witcher
just
before.
got my cloud save set up. So I'm right where I left off in The Witcher.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Like, we have
I'm
DLC
close to the
coming
end too.
We have probably so.
So I have to finish it. Same with Resident Evil 4, but
Excellent.
yeah.
Andy, anything else in your daily life?
No, nothing else really.
Shannon, you already mentioned Realm Reborn.
Yeah, I've been replaying A Realm Reborn on my alt, who I renamed Aoife Shahan. She's named after Aoife. I changed her name because she had a joke name. But I've just been grinding away at that I'm switching over to my notes. I've been grinding away at that for a while, basically, in the background. She is level 36, 37, 35. Like, she has 3 jobs. So I try to keep them about even. So she just met my first favorite character from Final Fantasy 14, who is Orshafant. My favorite little, now I gotta switch back to my camera. My little guy. My favorite little guy. Just got back to him, so that was really exciting. I did play some Endwalker. I got to one of the famous Endwalker quests, and it was a lot. I recorded myself playing it. I never posted it in the Nat6 server. I forgot. Because it took me an hour. Because there's like a duty in the middle. And a lot of cutscenes. It gave me the whole like, when you settle down for your relaxing meal, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Please set aside adequate time to view these cutscenes in their entirety. And I was like, great! Yay! My friend did tell me I did better at the duty part than a lot of people do the first time. I did die once, but once I did, I kind of got the hang of it. Because it's like a stealth. It's so hard to I won't spoil it, but you're technically not playing yourself, so you have none of your powers, none of your attacks, and you have to, I don't think you have regen either. You have to like find health packs, and it's timed. So you're in an enemy infested area. Like, so I was stealthing it. I was like I think I went quiet for a minute. Yeah, I was like, it's a great video. Like, I'll have to like send it somewhere for people who aren't gonna play 14 or Bear, shush, I hit the box. I'm sorry, I hit a box and now he's barking because he thinks someone is at the door. But it was a lot. It was crazy time. The cutscenes were insane. What happened was insane. And I was like I'd heard about the quest because it's a famous one and it's been out since 2019. So a lot of spoilers for this game are hard to avoid. Like the identity of the Exarch, who Emmett Selk is. Like a lot of this stuff is hard to avoid. And I've been playing since like 2021, 2022. So like I've seen a lot, even if I don't know the context. I hadn't seen any, like I knew stuff about the quest, but I've never seen GIFs. I've never seen pictures. I didn't quite know what to expect, and it was a lot. Crazy, but it was fun. And I haven't done really much else because my friend has wanted me to, the one who's the artist I help, she wants to help with some of the dungeons because she wants to see a first timer's response to those things. So I have been waiting because she's been kind of under the weather. So hopefully soon I can do that. That's why I've been playing so much A Realm Reborn, because I'm kind of pussyfooting around while she's trying to feel better, because I don't want to do it without her. And I don't want to record it again in case it takes me an hour. Because I didn't know it was going to take me an hour to do In From the Cold. It's In From the Cold. If you play Final Fantasy 14 and you're in Endwalker, you'll know what I'm talking about. These dogs have been barking so much the last couple days, and I don't know what to do about it. Except for yelling at them, and I'm not going to do that because it's my turn to talk. I finally watched the first part of Bridgerton. Like I said earlier, I've been putting off watching actual things I like. So I finally watched the first part of Bridgerton. That was fun. I've been watching The Pit. That's fun, but in different ways, and also I have to keep looking away because I get grossed out pretty easily. I wouldn't have made it in an ER. I would not have made it. But I love The Pit. It's a great show. It's fun sometimes to get the references. Also being from Pennsylvania, because it takes place in an ER in Pittsburgh, in Pennsylvania. So that was fun. There was a really good Pennsylvania joke in this past weeks that I had a good long chuckle about. I won't spoil it in case anyone who listens watches it. Even though it's been out for like 5 days. Oscar Watch is going great. We have one movie left, and that is Marty Supreme, which releases on digital today, I think, so we should be able to watch it maybe after the episode if I have enough time. Hamnet. Oh man, Hamnet is really gunning for Sinners in my top spot. Hamnet was so good. Oh man. Like, I sat there for a good minute before I said anything after Hamnet. That's really good. Jesse Buckley and Paul Mescal are incredible. Incredible. And the child, whoever played Hamnet, He should be nominated for an Academy Award. Unreal. If he's not nominated for a BAFTA, I will be gutted. Absolutely gutted. That's the best child acting I've seen in years. It's so good. If you watch Hamnet, you'll understand. But yeah, it's a shame that a lot of people are like trying to dunk on it for cynicism points, because that is a movie that really shows you the power of art, because it is about the power of art. Like obviously, it's a fictionalized telling based on a book and a play about the how Hamlet was written after the death of William and Anne's son Hamnet, and it very much is like it. It's not really told from William Shakespeare's perspective. It's actually very cool. They don't name him for most of the movie. He doesn't get name dropped until late in the movie. He's credited as husband in the subtitles. I was like, ooh. But it's very much like because of that power of like what art can do for the artist and the people who enjoy the art. That point is kind of hammered home through not having his perspective through much of the movie. So it's very good. It was very hard for me, but it was really good. So that's I think that and Sinners are my two favorites. One Battle After Another is like right up there with them. And Train Dreams, which I talked about, also crying for a good long time after I watched, but I don't think it's gonna win. So yeah, and then Benito Bowl, which is something we do when people are more excited for the halftime show than the Super Bowl. They'll call it by the artist's name. Like Beyonce Bowl a few years ago, which they then used to advertise the Netflix recording of Beyonce Bowl, which I thought was very funny. So Bad Bunny, also known as Benito, that's his actual name. Well, it's a nickname, but you know, was the headliner for the halftime show. Great. It was really good. A lot of nonsense I had to hear in the lead up, including at the Super Bowl party I was at. Not going to go into details, but I was surrounded by people who had opinions about the halftime show. Here's the thing. Bad Bunny is the most streamed artist on Spotify around the world. Billions of streams on this album that just won Best Album at the Grammys. He's the biggest star in the world, and the NFL was smart to ask him because they want international audiences more than they know they're hitting the cap on the domestic audience. So what do? You start inviting acts that are popular around the world to draw their eyes to the Super Bowl. It's smart business. And as far as I'm aware, it's worked out for everybody. So they made their choice. They stuck by it. And I'm glad, because it was a great halftime show. Entirely in Spanish. He did say like a couple of things in English, but it was neither here nor there. He even did a little pep talk in the middle where he was like, if I can perform at Super Bowl 60, I believed in myself, because, you know, so you got to believe in yourself too. You can do it. And I was like, I still remember a lot of Spanish, and it's shocking how much Spanish you remember when like you're confronted with it. Lady Gaga was there. Ricky Martin was there. I started hitting my mom. I was like, it's Ricky Martin. But yeah, it was super fun. It was a great time. Really good. Lots of bangers. And yeah, it's already got 58 million views on YouTube, and it's only been up since yesterday. So I don't think they regret it. I don't think they regret it. And they should.
I don't think the NFL regrets it. No.
No, not at all. They got exactly what they wanted. So yeah, it was really good. I'll probably watch it again. Like, it was just fun. It was just a good time. And I wish I could have danced. I really wanted to dance to it because it was really like salsa-y and everything else. But again, I was surrounded by people who didn't like it. And I don't care. So I was tapping my phone really loudly to the beat, though. I was being as obnoxious as I possibly could. So I also watched Parasite. Finally. I've never seen Parasite. I just kept not watching it because I wanted to give it my attention. So my friend had me watch it last night. It's the best movie I've ever seen. It's the best movie I've ever seen, top to bottom. Acting, cinematography, visual language, writing, stunning. 10 out of 10. Absolutely deserved that Best Picture that year. What an incredible movie. And then, I got my Expedition 33 vinyl. It's actually, I have wireless headphones on, so I can go grab it. Ta-da! I knocked over a box with my foot. This is my vinyl. I haven't opened it.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I'm sure Un Via Tamer sounds great on vinyl, and I'm going to listen to it. But I also have, yay! I love physical media. This is gorgeous. It's in like a little hinge box, and it's got all the same art on the sleeves as the vinyl. So it's just cute. It's just a little box. You open it up, and there's your CDs. Beautiful. Stunning. I haven't gotten to listen to it yet because I have to change the CD every hour or so. But, hopefully I can actually sit down and, my Natural 6 record is still on the turntable. But also I'm always upset when I open shrink wrap. So I'm like leaving the shrink wrap on as long as I can humanly stand. But it's really cool. It's like embossed in gold. You can't really see it, but Expedition 33 is in gold. So when you look at it in the light, one day. But yeah, that's me. I haven't opened the Amano art, and I'm probably not going. It's very hard to show art on a screen, so you have to fight it because it's rolled up. But trust me when I say that I got my Amano art, I'm going to get it framed. I got 27 out of 3,333. 27 is a good number. Adds up to 9. I like 9. It's a nice box number.
It is a good number.
3 by 3. It's a good number. It's close to my favorite number. It's just 21. Yeah. That's me. I don't think I have anything else going on except work. All I do is work.
Work and work.
I'm so tired, but I gotta make money somehow for my silly little trinkets.
Especially if we're doing Project Shannon.
God, yeah, eventually.
Cool. What have I been doing?
Yeah, what have you been doing?
Also
What have you
working
been
a lot.
You don't do anything.
No.
He doesn't do anything at all. He sits at home and he waits
Nope,
for the
no
next
way.
the next Natural 6 thing.
Just sit here and I wait for
And
the
then he
next
gets
Natural
10
6
p.m. ice cream sometimes.
and my 10 p.m. ice creams.
10 p.m. ice cream.
Coming up till 10 p.m. Here. We'll see whether we get an invasion. Playing Tanny Grail. Finished the DLC. Very good. Hoping to finish the game by Friday, maybe.
Right.
Trying to finish this week, maybe. We'll see. Poll's been closed because they've had issues with the dosing of the chemicals, so there have been no sessions, but that will return here swiftly. And I watched Predator Killer of Killers. There's a Doug Cockle cameo. Doug says about, 10 lines maybe.
That's all he
which
needs.
is cool. All he needs. Yep.
All he needs.
Cool film. Yeah. Cool animation. Doesn't really add much to the Predator story necessarily, but cool film nonetheless. And in the background, I've been rewatching Andor. I had forgotten most of the first season, so
One of the great shows of our time.
It is awesome.
Criminally underseen show. Should
Which
have
it
more
is.
Emmys than it did.
So yeah, just back enjoying it. Rewatching from the beginning. Waiting for the new Daredevil series to come out here in a few weeks, I think. I don't know exactly when, but yeah. I think that's it for me. Got Foundation in my queue of stuff to watch. Second season, or not second, maybe third. No.
It's on the third now, isn't it?
Yeah, most recent one. Anyway. Yeah. I think that's it.
Speaking of, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking of Andor, spoilers for the cast chat that was with the Expanse crew that I linked in the Discord. I don't know if anyone else has seen it yet, but one of the fan questions was if they could do a crossover with any other film or TV series, what would, in a sci-fi setting, what would they do? And I think it was Jared Harris that said he would love to do it, crossover with Andor and the Expanse.
I just started rewatching The Expanse again after we just finished watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy before.
I think I'm on my 20th watch of The Expanse at various points. For some reason, I enjoy watching other people react to it as well. So there's like...
It's a good one. It's my favorite. You can't see, but if my camera was fully showing, right over there is my full-size poster of the season 4 poster. I forget a new frame because somebody, I'm not naming names, it was probably my sister, broke the plastic on the front.
It's a good thing we're not
so
naming
it needs
names.
a new frame. Yeah.
I mean, you
But,
could have blamed the dog.
I don't think it was the dog. The dogs weren't allowed in the basement at that time.
Okay.
So but it's like a 40 by something post. It's quite large. Like getting that frame home in the first place was a challenge. So very pleased that it's broken. I have to get a new one. Yay. But yeah. Yep.
Joy.
Joy.
All right. Let's quickly art showcase, guys. We have some
Yay.
Mark love to give.
Yes, Mark Love.
Mark needs love. He does.
Yes, a heart for Mark.
I need to find my folder here.
They're fighting. The girlies are fighting.
Screenshots here.
Can you guys stop? You're
Yes.
embarrassing me.
That's the one. Here we are. Ooh, let's make him bigger. Let's make Harry bigger. Look at Harry. He looks so joyous.
Yes, and the boat looks really cool.
The boat
She's
does.
joyous because the sail is staying in one piece.
Mm-hmm.
Because it broke.
Did you get a picture of the back as well? Because the sides of the boat and the back are also
I did
awesome.
not. This was the only screenshot from the episode. That I
We
took.
should have asked Mark to send us some goodies.
That's true. I think he did send some,
Oh, did
actually.
Yeah, at the watch party, I think he sent some.
yeah.
Yeah, he
let me
did, yeah.
just
He
he?
always
Usually
does.
fighting with the dogs at the watch
a
party.
quick boo.
We can just
Although
about-
he may not want to. I'll pass because he may not want them to be broadcast everywhere.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're on the behind the DM screen. So I will ask him, and maybe he'll have some for us for
Next.
next episode.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, very cool. I love the fact that it was comically oversized
Yes.
related
Absolutely.
to everything else that
Love.
Ari was doing.
But yeah, they had it on the side and actually had then the figurines
Yep.
put into the positions. What
They-
made sense as well.
It definitely made sense relative to the size of the minis. That is 100% true. Was the mat as a kid with a road and a hospital and a fire station and stuff like that. Was that a thing in Germany, Kari?
I
Yeah.
had one of those. And I know a lot, not always the same, because different brands, but yes, I had one, and my friends had one, and
Did you have a town carpet as well, Andy?
Of course.
I think feel like it's a rite of passage.
I think we had
You had
one
to have
too.
one. You had to
Yeah.
have had one, Shan.
Oh yeah, we probably did. My brother probably did. Because I've or at least like, I've been near plenty of them. But I'm pretty sure my brother had one because he liked Hot Wheels when he was little.
yeah.
Definitely
had
had Hot
one
Wheels.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it definitely had this vibe of Harry like being, oh yeah, I want to relive my youth of.
Was it in the action surge when he's actually trying to move the ship around
Yes.
and see if it could go round the corners?
He wanted to see.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So we
Shout
love
out to
the
Harry's
boat,
wife.
Mark. We love it. We love you and the boat.
Yeah. And Harry's wife for making a
the Love
beautiful
Boat.
town map.
That's true.
Floor map.
That is true.
Yeah, she did
Harry's-
make it.
Harry's wife and the path. I love the fact that he said that he ran out of brown
ran out
construction
of brown
paper,
paper.
so they couldn't make it any bigger.
Yeah.
But cool. I think it's that time to talk about episode 47. The spoliers are out,
Spoliers.
ladies and gentlemen. I have one thing to show,
Yes, please.
which is last episode we had wake up things.
Wake up. It's time. I made that my, I put that on a channel's, or a server's sound box. And so I made the whole bit my enter call thing.
Oh, that's
I'll
right. It's your
usually-
enter call, isn't it?
Yes, I
Shan?
usually warn people just in case. But my favorite is that when I enter my friend's chat, the one who wants me to play Endwalker with her, you'll just hear her go, "Oh, Ben," every time I enter a call. Because he always crashes her booth whenever they're at the same convention. So she's just like, "Oh, brother, here we go again."
So this episode
Yeah.
we had wake up wizards.
Wake up, wizards. It's like I want to be the, I will be the most esoteric and something wizard in the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't remember what the word is, but I know it's the one I probably can't say. Oh wait, I think I remember what it is. Yeah,
Yep.
I can't, not allowed to say it.
Yep. So we have wake up wizards.
Wake up, wizards. It's time to spell. Wizards
Can you
or
spell it out loud?
warlocks. Yeah, is it like talking to a dog?
Yes.
I give you a
Actually,
TREAT.
I wasn't showing all of our lovely viewers the wake.
Oh,
the
now they
Wake Up
can see
Wizards
it.
T-shirt.
Wake up, wizards T-shirt. That's what he
you
got
guys
for
can see it.
Christmas.
You got one of. You have one of these, Shan.
I don't. No, he got it for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin. I don't. But I should get one because I play a black mage primarily in 14,
It'd
so
be
I probably
appropriate.
should get one. Yeah.
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 It'd be
I have the page for Wake Up open on my computer to buy at some point because I do think it's an adorable shirt and I do want it. Yeah.
I can't remember. Andy, were you a Final Fantasy 14 player or no? No.
8 is the only Final Fantasy I've played.
I miss Harry. He understood me.
Kari as well. You're not a 14 player either, right?
I haven't played a single Final Fantasy game. I know them. I watched lots of cinematics of them, but I haven't played any of them.
Played any? It's all right.
Yeah.
Please don't kill me.
It's all right.
No. All good.
You're forgiven. Just this once. All right. Regarding 47,
Oh yeah. we need to get to
like Harry in the action surge, I actually couldn't remember when I was thinking back on the episode. I honestly could not remember what happened before the race. And it was like, and then I went back and looked at the VOD, and it was like, they spent 90 minutes just kind of screwing around before the race. So I guess we can start with the screwing around before the race. And then I remembered that they had this whole back and forth with Doug and Ben about who could play what instruments.
Watching the short that they put out was so funny because you could actually see the moment Ben regretted what he said.
Yeah.
You could see it as he just does that as soon as he says it, and it doesn't feel like a Radian response. It feels like a Ben response. It's very funny. It's very, very funny.
But he kept to it, and he followed up with it, and he tried to dance.
He definitely tried to dance. I feel like Ben and Doug, if they were ever at a party together, and I'm sure they've been to several parties together, but if one ever tried to one-up the other one just had to go +1 each time. So the two of them in a drinking game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why does it remind me of there was the special, the MCM special in October, Trapeze Boy?
Uh-huh. Yes.
It kind of reminds me of it.
Yes. Although the ventriloquist dummies, I think, was that the same? No, that was the previous one. That was May, right?
May was with the hand puppets, where they actually mentioned it the very first time, and it became such a hit that they actually had to follow through with it. Then in October.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, guys, watch it.
Yeah, it's on Patreon. You can get it if you have not. And the Smasher Pass is available on YouTube, I think.
I think so, yes.
MCM's YouTube, I think. It's public. You can go check it out.
I think over the MCM page, yes.
Yeah. If you're not on the Patreon, I don't know why you wouldn't be at this point, but yeah.
If you love Unhinged, you will love that. All of it.
Super unhinged. So, Kari, you've got extensive notes. It looks. Shan, you also, I'm sure, have extensive.
I mean, Shan has probably more extensive notes, and Andy as well.
Andy's been busy with his extensive notes. Wow, you guys are prolific. There's no way I could do that while listening to the episode.
There's no way I can do it whilst on the watch party, but on the second.
Oh, you're doing it on the second listen through or
Oh,
whatever?
I have to do it at the watch party. I rarely
Same.
have time for another 3 hours sit down and actually take notes. Like,
My
And then-
problem is currently I watch so many different things, and I'm busy with so many different things. If I don't write things down, I literally forget about them.
I mean, this is the extent of my notes. It's hard to see because of the light, but it's only because I don't write down unless story happens in like combat. I don't write it down
Same.
because it's like unnecessary. So because the run was so much, like the majority of my notes are that morning before the race.
The before breakfast.
Yeah, with
Basically,
like
yeah.
with Kel and Radian, LON, Dolly's response to the spinner, things
And
like
some-
that.
And Eileen, then sometimes when I notice, like, okay, I'm never keeping up, I actually write the timestamp down because I have it usually on YouTube side running, and then I can come back and could
Re-listen, yeah.
add things. But yeah.
I haven't been doing timestamps because Holly is so far ahead. I haven't had to. It's
Yeah, I mean,
really
the-
nice.
The whole,
I mean, I'll have to start up again soon because she said she was only. Well, when she told us, she could still very well be secretly ahead, but I think she told us like 4 or 5 episodes ahead. Like she was up to like
Yeah,
early 50s.
if
So
I
I'm good.
remember correctly, they're mid-50s at this point.
Yeah, and I think she said
54
she
they're on.
was. Yeah, and I think she said she was caught up to 51 when we last spoke about it.
Mhm.
So I haven't been as like proactive about getting timestamps because Holly's been not needing. And basically at this point, I just see what she posts the day after, and if she has everything I have, then we're good. So, which is nice. I get to relax a little bit. I can just take my notes instead of scrambling for a timestamp for her.
Yeah,
That's
not having
really
to worry
nice.
as much about it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What else big? We had.
So I had Dolly called the spinner back.
Mhm.
I didn't write down the whole thing she said, but I wrote down the you ran but will never hide again sentiment.
Yeah, you ran, but we'll never hide again.
Yeah.
The first part of
the
that
same.
was flies that easily rise above the flood.
Yeah.
You ran, we will never run again. Yeah.
And then Elowen and had a different dream. So I had half of my prediction come true, which was Elowen had a dream and she had a wisdom save. So it's like it kind of makes up for Radiant not having a dream.
20.
Yeah, she rolled a nat
Yes.
20, right?
I
Yeah.
wrote we had a trippy nat. You can't see it again because of the lights, but I wrote trippy nat, which is 3 nat 20s. Everyone was rolling pretty well except for Aoife. So it was a cast spoiler. So if you're cast, go away. But, sorry, I love you. But yeah, she redreamed the dream where she saw I as the red-skinned tiefling. But because she rolled so high, she was able to see through what the sword, obviously, was showing her and see that it wasn't I, and she was actually able to see everybody. And I wrote down the vibe that Harry gave for each character
So did
because I
I.
thought it was
Yeah.
important. So I've got Dolly is calm clarity, I is honesty and unadorned fondness, Kel is wise and gentle, resolute, and Radiant shrugs and smiles.
Pretty much.
I like that. I like that it was just like Ray's just there. But I guess that's in part because she had a really bad Radiant dream, and I think that still needs to get shook because the only name that got added to her list after that dream was Kel. So I and Radiant are still not on the list. But at least like she was able to see through the
Yes.
the
And
spell.
Especially one of his Harry's last sentences with they would rather hurt themselves before hurting someone they know
Yeah.
she loves.
Yeah, or these people would rather hurt themselves than hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
Was what I had. So
Yeah.
I was
She did-
like,
When she
Pretty
did
pleased with
wake
that.
up and ask the sword, "What are you?" Right?
yeah,
Or
she
was
asked
that
this.
during the dream?
No, it was after.
It was after, yeah.
Yeah, because she touched it. She did a little. What
That's
are
when she
you?"
added Kel to the list, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Evil little sword. Evil bad. So yeah, so that was that. The other thing we didn't talk about with Radiant because he was being an idiot, which I love, but he was, he's talking a little bit about Radiant's past, which it's been a while since we heard anything about
Oh, Thornburst.
Radiant's
Yes.
past. Yeah, I'm not like obviously not the Eladrin, who we won't name because he wasn't named in the. I forgot that they haven't heard his name, and well, they might not have heard his name, but since Ben wasn't sure, Ben said don't tell them. So I'm sure they will figure that out afterwards. I'm sure one of them will go check, but yeah, he said like so it was hard to kind of place what he meant by place like this, whether he meant he was in like a shed out back or a guest house or whatever. Like I always presumed he was kept in like a cupboard under the stairs, shed out back kind of situation. He didn't go into detail about that part, which makes sense for Radian. But he basically told Smoss, the housekeeper at Lennox's big old mansion, that he lived in a place like that, and he did housework, which definitely lives with the he's a little wizard who lives under the stairs. He was like, I mean, we already knew he was abused, but like, I mean, to know that he was also kind of used as like a housekeeper, though he was presumably a member of the family, just kind of reminds you for a second that he was not part of the family. But he said he did housework. He said he wasn't very good at it, which is not surprising. And then he asked if Smosh, like the YouTubers, Smosh could ask if Lennox has heard of the Thorn Bears. And they weren't, like, Ben said it had a couple uses, because, like, it's a, how well known are they? It's also, like, you could see it as what has been heard since their murder. Because that was a thing that happened. They were murdered by Radian. If they have, like, the nightly news with Barabask or whatever, is that something that's known? Or if they were a well-known family, because if they had like a guest house or a separate house, they could be. Who's messing with my green screen? Get off the green screen. Sorry, I'm scared they'll rip it down. That is my concern while they're rolling on it. If they're well-known, I guess we'll find out. If Harry and Ben revisit it, I guess we'll find out what he can find out. But it's just interesting kind of details, like not really learning anything, but kind of learning something. And it's once again, it's that Ben saying he doesn't know when is the proper time to do Radiant stuff. So he'll just do kind of Radiant stuff and then move on when there's somebody else around, which, big fair. And that's when Kel came in. That's when chaos ensued, and Steve was forced to say that he played the flute. I did have a good time with that bit. That whole
Ben,
bit.
the fiddle player.
But the fiddle player, the flute player, and running into a cabinet. Loud enough to wake up Elwyn, which I thought was very funny.
Benny Starrer, the wizard under the stairs.
Yeah, Benny Starr, he speaks to lizards and snakes. But yeah, it was just fun. It was just fun. I like when they improv together. I also really like every time they end up doing something dumb together. It's always really funny. The flowers. Way back when they went to get the flowers for Quincy. And they they're just two.
Picking anything, basically.
Yeah, they're two funny guys. I still have that screenshot somewhere that used to be my banner for the server, which was them reaching over Holly to touch each other's shoulders. They're just fun to watch. And like also Doug using Carl again. He's not beating the every man is Carl allegations. And they said that too. They asked him I forget what video it was in, but they were like, if you could give anything a name, what would it be? And he said Carl. It's like, he's doing it again. He's never beating the allegations. Everyone is Carl. Everyone is Carl.
My problem is whenever I hear the name Carl, I always hear in my head, but Carl, that kills people.
Carl.
Exactly.
Like
llama with heads.
It's just everyone's Carl. I was like, not again. I just really like the banter there. It was just really fun. What are you laughing at, Steve? Steve plays the flute, don't you, Steve? And it was just so quick with it. It was so funny. And Doug's little fake spit take, so good. Just really fun dummies to watch. The two of them. And also Alex, when he whipped that hat out of his bag, was so funny. That was great. I'm really committed to the professional athlete bit, and that was for me. That was for me because I was so deeply connected to I wanting to be a professional athlete.
Yep.
I'm so glad that he is now officially a professional athlete.
Do you own an eye patch, Kari?
Me? No. I have
No
a
eye
lot of
patch?
stuff, but I don't think I have an eye patch.
Shan, do you own an eye patch?
I don't think I do, but I think my brother probably did. I feel like my brother was a pirate one Halloween.
Do you own an eye patch, Eddie?
No. But I did used to have NHS glasses that got referenced when Ben was wearing them in action sets.
Roll for pirate fact was very fun.
Arr. I have
That
a
was cool.
t-shirt with Talk Like a Pirate Day.
I do. I mean, one of my favorite movies is always going to be Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. What an amazing movie. The whole original trilogy came together really well,
Yeah.
but there's something
Yeah.
about
The first
Curse of
one
the
was
Black
the
Pearl.
best, but my favorite song is still On Wit's End.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Hans Zimmer, like, for the first movie, he reheated his own nachos, but the other two scores were, like, really good. I make that joke a lot, but me and my best friend went to the Hans Zimmer concert, and when he did the Gladiator bit versus the Pirates of the Caribbean bit, we were like, he really stole from Gladiator.
It's more or less
And it's
the
fine.
same- Yeah.
Yeah, like he put some hurdy-gurdy and some stuff in it, but like he did like mess around with the later two movies, specifically the second one when he started doing the like fun other than the theme, but like the fun goofy, you know, Jack Sparrow music. But I mean, some of the best like genre film scores. It's just fun. They're fun soundtracks. They're great. Like Hans Zimmer knows what he's doing, but like, yeah, Curse of Black Pearl was just so surprising and fun and unique. And
Yes.
that reveal in the moonlight, nothing will ever top when you find out that they're skeletons. Like that is the coolest reveal
Yes.
in a movie. I always am wowed by it every time I see it.
And Jeffrey Rush was just
Jeffrey
so
Rush
good
is
as
so
well.
good.
And
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
the funny thing is still that Captain Jack Sparrow wasn't even supposed to be the main character, but
No.
he became it.
And it's such a, I will say it is kind of a shame because I saw the most recent one because my mom wanted to go to the movies and I didn't want to see any of the other movies. So I was like, fine, let's go see it was the quote last Pirates of the Caribbean one. And I was
Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Dead Men Tell No Tales. I will say I was really glad they wrapped up the Will and Elizabeth storyline. I guessed it about halfway through. I was like, is this? I did like that. But they lean so hard on the Jack Sparrow comedy bit because they think you're here for Jack Sparrow at this point that it's not even endearing anymore. It's the same bits that they do every time because like they wore out the originality already. So like it even he kind of lost his charm by the character. Lost his charm by that last movie because I was like, they're just running the same jokes over and over again. Like it's just not funny anymore. It's not like it's funny the first time because like it's a subversion, and also like the reveal that he's actually the reason why he is the way he is and what he believes and all that stuff in the third movie was great. And then they just turned him into pure comedic relief, which was fine. That's what he was in the first place. But in a way that it wasn't fun anymore because it was obvious and he had no other depth to him anymore. And it's like, I mean, I know the actor famously is known for phoning it in nowadays. So I wasn't surprised because like we knew that by the time that movie was out. Like that wasn't news that he was getting lines fed to him and stuff. But it's like, it's just not funny anymore because it's just the same jokes over and over. And I was kind of bummed. But it's fine because we'll always have the original trilogy, and the original trilogy is incredible. Really good.
I agree.
Really fun.
I agree.
I did watch the fourth one. It wasn't too bad, but it
I heard
was
the fourth
not
one's
on
not.
the. It was not on the level as this trilogy.
Yeah. I mean,
Most
it was, to be fair, in part, like, because that cast was held up by the rest of the cast, which just weren't around for those other movies. Like, Orlando Bloom's Will Turner, Keira Knightley's Elizabeth Swann. Like, they're just as iconic as Jack Sparrow, but they told their stories, so they weren't needed. And they were like, oh, well, Jack Sparrow can hold a movie down and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, turns out we liked all of them. It was the sum of its parts, not the person you thought you could hinge the entire thing on. It was all of them. And when
Sparrow
you take
was
them all
one
away,
main character, not all main characters.
Yeah, when you take all the other parts away, like, sure, the guy was a movie star, but the character is not the only reason people were seeing those movies. He wasn't even, like, the main character in the first movie. So it's like, you know, it was a gross miscalculation of why people liked the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, because they just like to reheat their own nachos because they think you're too dumb to like original art, which is why we keep getting reboots and sequels and blah, blah. They think they know you'll pay for it. You're too dumb. You just want slop. Just like at Disney, how now everything's tied to an IP at the parks, so it's less fun because you're not trusted to have fun on a ride unless it's connected to a Disney character of some sort. They don't trust the product to make money or to make as much money as they want. And they don't trust you to be smart enough to enjoy something without something you recognize. So, big bummer. This is a tangent, but it's a pet peeve I have about, you know. But I quite like the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I think it's a banger. And I liked learning Pirate Fact from Alex. Roll for Pirate Fact.
Mm-hmm. Roll for
Pirate Fact. I did not know that. Thank you, Alex. It's not like I thought every pirate lost an eye, unlike some people, but...
Can you remember
cool
the pirate
fun fact.
fact, Andy?
Yeah, Andy, do you remember the Pirate Fact?
Yeah, it's if you've got a patch over one eye, you can go down into the under deck and just swap it over and you can see with that eye. I don't think it's probably limited to pirates. It's probably quite a lot of
probably
Navy
quite a lot
people
of
did
them.
it. But
Yeah, you always forget they couldn't always have open flames in a wooden ship and
that's
on
sealed,
the water
that's sealed with
moving.
pitch. Yeah, that's
like,
flammable.
you know.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to see in the dark.
Especially if the ship were doing a little bit like this.
That's why I was just going like this. Yeah, the ship's
like-
boat's moving at all times. You're gonna trip. You're done. The boat is catching fire.
You're not wanting to have a lantern burning for sure
No.
while doing that. I have several eye patches.
Are you a pirate?
No, little known fact.
Because you're a pirate.
My daughter needed them for a little bit, and so we did some cool patches.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I love cool
And then
patches.
we gave lots of them away to a children's charity. But we still have some.
You gotta keep the coolest for yourselves. You never know when you're gonna
Yeah,
need a
you
cool
never
eye
know.
patch.
But
You
like
really
the
never
cast, I don't think I'm pretty sure but I don't think my daughter would fit them anymore anyway.
Yeah.
To get some replacement elastic cord.
Yeah. One day we'll have to do eye patches.
When Harry's back, we can can ask him to.
I have to mail him his sock puppet. I think that would be fun if I mail him his sock puppet. That would be a random thing to mail to them. Make a second version of my sock puppet.
And
Mail it to
send
them.
it to them.
Yeah, let me hang out with you guys with this sock puppet.
Just put
I'll
it
be
on
there
the
in
side.
spirit.
Yeah, at the MCM, that would be fun.
Yeah. I still gotta make a bracelet for Samuel as well, so that maybe he'll be nicer to them. Because he doesn't have
it
a
hasn't
friendship
gotten used
bracelet.
in a while.
No, he's there. He's a specter. He's just biding his time,
Yep.
waiting for the worst time
The
to be
curse
used.
has kind of flown over to
To
Aoife's side of the
Aoife.
table
Poor
without
Aoife.
migrated.
Hopefully, me naming my FF character after her will give her some luck.
We'll sage the
Yeah. We'll have to give her some sage for whatever she's doing now, for all her dice.
Yep, definitely. Do we think that there will be a Elowin side quest in 48 related to the sword?
Possible. I say it's a clear maybe.
It's definitely a non-zero chance, but yeah.
I think it's a higher than 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
I think
They did say that they had like just left Taliska, right? In like 51 or 52, I think. So they had like 5, 6, 7 episodes where they are, because I think they'd mentioned that either on the last cantrip or that, yeah.
it's like
So
one
there's
of the
time.
longest stretches in the same place they've had for quite a while, isn't it?
Could always ask Magnus what he can suss out.
True.
That's a good person to ask because he knows quite a bit, and he's traveled, and he's a monk of some sort. So like,
Yeah.
could be a good person to just ask, even if
Well,
And Radiant, I'm sure, is going to want to go back there. He's got
yeah.
he's got a map to go pick
really
up.
ask for help, right? So
Yeah.
if she does, or she's pushed into a situation where she
Accepting
needs
help.
help,
Yeah.
that'd be an opportunity for that.
Yeah.
I wonder if Harry will pick up on it and give her some opportunities to kind of. Oh,
Once she overcomes the depresso episodes.
yeah. Yeah, they've still got to resolve that. I'd forgotten to completely
Whatever
about
the
that.
heckle that is.
Mm-hmm. Or not, I guess.
Yeah, we're not. They could just ignore it.
But-
Whatever. Who cares?
How did we feel? So, anything we want to say before anything else we want to chat about before we talk about the race?
Well, they said another inappropriate thing that I wrote in my notes because I thought it was really funny.
Go
Well, it
on.
wasn't meant to be inappropriate. It was just like, it was funny. When I gave them jars of honey and they were like, how am I supposed to eat this? I won't repeat it, but it was very funny. I did write it down because it was very funny. I also laughed at Radiant, hoping he's good at something he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good. Like,
I mean, he has a point.
Yep.
I thought
he's got to be good at something. He just doesn't remember what it is.
Yep.
I thought
think-
it was.
Go ahead, Carrie.
I
Yeah,
thought
go
it
ahead.
was really cute when I was like to Dolly, like, I need you to get your head into the boat. You mean into the game? It's not a game. It's sailing.
Yes. Get your head
What
into the boat.
else?
I think this quote from the watch party was from Ankesh, was saying that it's interesting Radian being vulnerable with people in passing, but not people who he is close with.
Yeah.
There were several
it can
people
be
who were
scarier.
like, yep,
Sometimes it's scary.
I
Like,
can relate to that.
no one
right?
in I
Yeah.
think no one in my life has access to 100% of me, except maybe my best friend. Like, either because I'll be honest. Like, my parents are of a generation where half the time they were emotionally distant, and you get used to that growing up. But because of that, it's like, and because one of them is still emotionally distant, you get used to not telling them anything because they don't care. They don't care. They don't ask.
I feel you.
They don't ask how you're doing. They just talk about themselves or what's going on in the news. And you just learn that how you're feeling doesn't matter. How you're doing, what you're doing doesn't matter. Or it gets forgotten. Constantly forgotten. It's like, well, then it doesn't matter. And so you kind of just teach yourself not to give people 100% of yourself because it doesn't matter. You've grown up learning that it doesn't matter. So I don't think any one person in my life, except maybe my best friend, and maybe even then there's probably some stuff I haven't, but nobody ever really knows you because there's parts of you want to keep to yourself or you've been trained to keep to yourself. Like, it's hard to give somebody 100% of yourself. It's also just like, it's exhausting. It's emotionally, it's literally very brave because you never know how you're going to be received. So like, it's one of those things. And because Radian was abused, that's something that makes sense. You don't want to give somebody 100% of you because what happens if it's rejected? And that's something he's clearly afraid of, is rejected. He's also afraid of, like, what if I want to reject parts of myself? Which is a very scary thing to think about. It's like, what if everyone rejects it and I reject it? What do I do with that? So it's like, it makes sense that, you know, and because when he's been vulnerable before, sometimes he's been teased and shot down. So it's like, yeah, talk to a stranger. It's fine. But he didn't give Smoss any details, really. He just said, I did housework and I wasn't very good at it. Also, do you know the Thorn Bears? So, like, I think he was more vulnerable with Twink, Twinkle, than he was. Because with Twinkle, he could be. It's a docent. It's a good person to talk to about those kinds of things. They have all kinds of wisdom in their little noggins. But it is true. He's always, like, more passing vulnerable with strangers, but he's not giving them everything. He's just giving them... I do think he was more open with Twinkle than he was. But again, she was a docent, so...
I definitely appreciate the sentiment of everything, but I think Ankesh's comment here is not necessarily everything, but the willingness to disclose... woof, 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 apparently.
I'm so tired of this.
The willingness to be vulnerable at all.
Yeah.
Right. And that is an interesting...
It's character growth.
It is character growth.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting to see whether he does find the opportunity to do that with... It's kind of the same thing that Elwyn needs to do, right?
Yeah.
Is to be able to, hey, this thing is really bothering me. Can you help? Right?
Yeah.
And we haven't got to that point with either of them.
Before.
Right?
Yeah, he's brought stuff up to the party before, but it's like... It's been a minute since he's brought something up to the party.
Yep.
But he had talked about that specifically, like that he was abused and that
Yeah,
he
that was the
actually,
last time he brought something up to the party.
He
But that was
told that to
one-on-one,
Dolly.
wasn't it? That was
to
one-on-one
Dolly.
with Dolly,
Well,
right?
that was... I think he brought it up in the fight, but I think he did actually tell the party something about that as
Later
well.
on.
Later on. It was
Yeah,
like...
just not in the same
much later
detail
on.
as the
Yeah,
one-on-one.
yeah. He went into more detail with Dolly because he felt threatened, and he was angry when he told her that. And then when he told the rest of the party, he didn't give them as many details because he, at the time, seemed like he trusted Dolly more with the details than he did anybody else because they were kind of similar.
Mm-hmm.
And also because she already knew a lot about him, so. Obviously, when he lashed out, he went whole ham. But the rest of the party, yeah, he didn't tell them as much as he told her, but he at least mentioned it and told them about it. I think that was the last time he was like... Maybe with Elowyn, he might have said something to Elowyn, too, because they had their couple of one-on... Yeah, he talked about being angry with Elowyn after that, I think.
He told her something, but he didn't tell her as much as he told
No.
Dolly.
No. So, but also the, like I said, just when he had the conversation about being angry, which was, I think, a separate conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just like,
Yep.
he's been doing it, but it's just been a minute. It's just been a minute. He's, you know, it was in the forest was, I think, the last time he was, when Elwyn was like, why did you trash that house? You need to start punching things.
Yeah, you need to... Yeah,
Stop
it's,
trashing houses. You're weird.
We need Elwyn now to have her moment of...
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll go to Kel, because they talked about how she'd be more willing to go to Kel about it
Mhm.
than
anyone
any
else,
of the
really.
others. Yeah.
Yeah. I do feel
So
like
maybe.
if she thinks that the sword is magical, and needs magical help, she might go to Radiant for magical
Yeah.
help.
Yes.
She might.
Actually, I can imagine her going to Radiant, especially because he already had like mentioned that that something is odd with the sword.
Yep.
And I think he told her to go to go to them if they needed help. So like since he was the one who specifically said it,
Yep.
good chance she could go to him. Yeah.
I'm trying
And
to
because she's gone to him for help before when she learned how to Missy Step.
Yes. I'm trying to remember.
I'm bummered Harry didn't give him a vision when he face stepped. I was really hoping.
Oh, during
because he's in
the
Taliska. Yep.
um
Because it would have been funny to trip him up in his moment of power.
yes. I think
But hey, that move was
It was
so
very funny. It was
funny.
very
that
good.
was
It was so good.
that's got to be top, I don't know, 2 or 3 yes and
Yeah.
situations in the show
That was
so far.
so good.
And absolute teamwork, absolute.
I was just picking up on something someone else did and just making it.
Going
It's
from
really
there.
the sum of the parts.
More amazing.
right? Yeah, it's just it's the absolute sum of the parts.
I think
so good.
Alex summed it up brilliantly in the action surge. 'cause
Alex
he said,
and Eva
yeah,
were like planning something, and then Ben jumped in.
but Alex said, yeah, he set up something, someone yes-anded it and cemented it, and then the following yes-and sent it home or something. That's what, the way he phrased it. It was just like
Incredible
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff.
Was it Doug or Radian that cast Detect Magic?
I think it was Doug, if I'm not mistaken.
When they were in the meeting, in the pub, or in the inn.
I mean to remember that it was Kel.
I can't remember.
Was Calnus.
I think it was probably Kel.
Mm.
So we'll see what.
I definitely don't remember because I
We'll
didn't
see how
write it
that
down.
all plays out. So, racing. What did we think about the mechanics?
That was fun.
Absolute fun and very well made. One of the best races I ever saw in D&D. Hey, what are you doing? Calm
100%.
down.
Andy disagrees. He's got a much better race.
No, I haven't.
No.
The only slight thing, and this is like just the minorest of quibbles possible, is I think he could have done something to make it last maybe a little bit longer and have all of the other teams active in it for longer, because we lost Marta so quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just thinking back at it, and it's just kind of thing that you maybe just set a minimum value of how much they move or something each turn, and you can add bits enough to it or gamble lots more to add even more to it, but either way they still move a set amount, so it kind of keeps it a little bit interesting for a while.
Yeah.
But I can
Keeps
see
it a
why
little bit closer-
I can
keeps
see
it a
why
little
he
bit
did
closer
it
for longer.
this way,
Yeah.
because it was, like you said, it was going to be him rolling tons of dice each time, just to limit that.
Yeah.
But if you'd set like a minimum value to how much they move anyway, then
Yeah, I was kind of torn on it. Like, I loved it mechanically and from the show point of view. That I have to say personally, like, it's not the thing I'm there to watch from this group. To be honest, I think that it was likely a lot more fun to play than it was to watch.
I'd agree with that.
But like I'm sure it was fantastic to play it, but watching is kind of, because I get your point, Andy. Like, there wasn't necessarily the jeopardy to it, right? Because the party had so many ways to make their situation better, right? But It's okay. There's nothing wrong with the heroes winning spectacularly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
And it was just fun the way it turned out that they ended up sailing back enough so that they could set up that
yes. Otherwise, they
combination
would have
move.
just kind of
Yeah.
Sailed off into the sunset and won handily, but yeah.
won easily. Yeah. Shan, you were gonna say on the mechanics.
I mean, I'm not a mechanics girly, so like I can't really speak to that. I mean, I thought it was like goofy, and trying to like, seeing how the different kind of mechanics of each section. So it was a little bit different every time, and that you had a different thing to combat every time was kind of cool. So it wasn't just like. He brought up the landslide a lot, where the landslide was like one thing you had to worry about. This is like you have 3 or 4 separate things you have to worry about, and you don't know what it's going to be until you get there. Is kind of cool and keeps it fun and interesting, so they can't get like, okay, we're in the groove, we got it, we're going, and it's like no, because now we've changed the rules a little bit on you. And I liked how when Harry was talking about the process of it in Action Surge, when he was like, it can't be complex and slow.
Yeah,
It can be
I read that
slow
as well. Yeah,
and simple, or it can be complex and
quick.
quick. But it can't be both complex and slow, because like then it's just gonna kind of bog everybody down.
Yep.
And so I did like that, because like obviously for me, like for instance, as a video game person, we were talking about Baldur's Gate earlier. For me, because I don't really know much about D&D, and I was learning, there was a lot to the controls, because there's so much you can do. That was very complex for me, and it was turn-based, which made it slow for me, because I was trying to learn it and do it. And so that's why I had to take pause. I was like, this is not something I can deal with right now. Whereas 14 or 7 or 16, I have quick recharging stuff, so I can strategize, but it's not as much to worry about. I can do one enemy at a time, so it's like, not as complex, but still kind of fast moving, so it worked a little bit easier for me. So it's like, in that sense, I can understand what that means, even if I don't know necessarily what that means from like a game perspective. Like I've only done 2 one-shots in a rock game, so like I'm not the best person to ask about mechanics.
Yeah, I mean the rock game, I would class that as slow and simple. But,
Yeah,
so
but not in a mean way. Not in a mean way.
No, but it wasn't mechanically challenging.
Yeah,
But it took a while to get through.
takes time.
Yeah, which is why when I actually questioned the players after they finished the 4th level, I said, "Was that okay for you?" And one of them said, "It was okay, but if you'd given us another level, I would have mutinied." I think they basically got to their limit of how much they would cope
were
with.
prepared to start smashing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's also why your insight on it is interesting, Shan, right? Because ultimately you're sitting there for like 90 minutes plus watching guys roll dice to move their little boat forward, right? Like,
Yeah.
So if you can be entertained by that, then they're doing something right.
I try and look for the story stuff in that, which like I said earlier, I don't take a lot of notes when there's combat or something, because there's not always story for me to worry about. So I'm usually looking for the story in those mechanics, because that's all I can connect to, really.
And to be fair to the cast, they did deliberately try and make it funny for us by
they were very
raging, constantly shooting at a certain person's anatomy.
Yeah, that's very funny.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
And it was maybe not like the most exciting or the most like filed out like racing, but I personally I never was in a race game as such, like in D&D. And I have myself just seen like twice, and both of them were a Critical Role. The one was in, I think, campaign 3. Some Dust Racer, Mad Max racing.
Oh, that, yeah.
The
yeah.
other one was a one shot by Sam, who made like a Faster and Furious thing with like Trash Panda, so with raccoons and all that. And that was the only 2 racings I ever had like in like D&D games. And from all those, Netflix did far more like... I liked it more.
Yeah, I've never done a race, but I've done several chases.
Same.
Yeah, chasing is something else. I had to run it with my party from lava once. That was something.
Things for you to look forward to, Shan. Races, chases.
One day.
All right, we are delinquent. We have not gone over the predictions from the last episode.
Yeah, I scrolled down to it in my notes and we didn't do it, so I was just like waiting down there. I was like, oh, it's fine, we'll get to it, because I was looking at the episode title length and none of us got it.
So none of us got the title length.
Nope.
Shan, you were
the
close.
one time I don't guess 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like the lottery numbers. Always stick with your same numbers, don't you?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
usually someone takes my number before
Once
I
you
guess
got a
it,
winner,
so,
right? Ooh.
Aw.
ASMR.
Yeah, we get
Cat
the full cat.
We got some cat
ASMR.
ASMR. Excellent.
As long as Cat doesn't knock anything over again, I think we're good.
Sadly, including Casey, I asked him during the watch party whether he thought his card would get drawn. He did not. It did not get drawn. They did win the race, Shan.
They did win the race.
Handle
yeah,
it.
I'm highlighting everything, but I had a thing in the middle, so I had to do it separately.
And you had the radian double for the, but you
Yeah, I
had
said there was gonna be a double whiz save. There was not,
you
but there
got
was
one.
one dream, one whiz save.
Yep.
And now you get red.
The deck was
Jazzy gets
not
red.
used. And I don't think anybody died during the run, did they?
I don't think anybody
No.
died.
Or at least not that we know of, anyway.
No
yeah,
one
not that
died.
we know of.
And the Troy Baker card was definitely not full.
Mm-mm.
So,
Cat.
that's predictions from last episode from us. Anything else we want to say on the race, guys?
Good job with the hunts for the goose.
Yes.
Hopefully they'll get a chance to use the boat again. For something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it didn't get destroyed this time.
And
I mean,
one
the
would
real
hope.
boat. The real boat didn't get destroyed. The mini boat got destroyed, but the real boat did not get destroyed.
The boat in the game.
The boat in the game.
Yes.
What is it? Is it the ship of Theseus? Is that what the thing is? Whereas, like, is it the original boat if it keeps
Yeah.
getting rebuilt?
Yeah. The ship
Yeah.
of Theseus.
Yeah, how much of the original boat does it need to be for it to still be the
To be the boat, yeah.
boat? Yep.
Oh, Cat is going ham over there.
I know.
Mm.
Oh, about to do a flip. Like 2 seconds from a flip.
What's that?
love when
Loveless,
cats
you're
do
doing
that.
the
Look at
same.
my-
She is like
Look
going.
at my ass, Andy. Here we go.
I love when cats get so into the neck scritches that they kind of do a flip.
Aw.
Like they
Yeah.
roll over. Yeah, I love that. That's what the cat looked like. It was on the verge of just dropping.
Oh.
Just
Cats are so
whoop.
cool.
My dog does that sometimes, but she's too big, so she'll get stuck. So she'll just be like, you know, half in the air, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Why are you upside down? She does it on the couch.
Because she can.
Yeah, and then she gets stuck that way, and she starts like, and I'm like, you put yourself there.
Put yourself in this
I
situation.
can't help you. You're 80 pounds. You'll hurt me. Like, she's dumb. And then she can't
But-
breathe because she's like curled herself up so badly. I'm like,
It's the one thing you forgot to mention earlier, Shan, and I think
What?
you deserve congratulations.
what?
You've been working out.
Oh, yeah. I've been going at least once a week to the gym. I have another run coming up. So I'm just trying to get my legs accustomed to running for a long time. It's the biggest barrier to moving more has always been that I move a lot at work, number one. So it's like, and even my primary physician, when I said that, 'cause she asked, and I was like, I work on my feet. And she's like, yeah. And it's like, fair enough. You don't want to be on your feet any longer when you've been on your feet already for 8-9 hours. I'm like, exactly. Like, all I do is move like all day. But I didn't get to train for my last run because I had hurt my hip on something. I just strained something, clearly. Like, it wasn't anything serious. But it's your hip, so it takes a long time to get better because you're constantly moving it. And so it took a couple months to get better. And I was like, well, this time I'm going to try and be ready. So all I do is like leg stuff right now, just to kind of get my legs accustomed to a run. I don't run at the gym. I don't like that. I don't like seeing other people run at the gym. Treadmills are so loud when people, and some people are like aggressive. Like, I feel like they do it on purpose. Yeah. And it's like, I am not a gym exhibitionist. I am just here to get a workout done and leave. So, yeah, I live with my mom, and my mom got a part-time job for the YMCA, and everybody who lives in their household can get a discounted membership. So my mom got me a membership. So I go there at least once a week if I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I went yesterday because I wanted a nap more today than I did yesterday. I was willing to not nap yesterday. And I went for like 2 hours. Sometimes I stay for 2.5 to 3, depending on if I get a third machine in. But I got no sleep because of the Super Bowl. So I just went, used the bike, sat on the bike, and then did the Stairmaster for an hour each. And so like I biked, I think it was 7 miles on the bike in an hour, and 4 miles on the Stairmaster in an hour. I took a picture of like the distance so I could see how much of my run that was, because I ran most of it, so I could see what kind of time I was looking at, because my gritty run was just under an hour. It was 55 minutes and 55 seconds. So I want to see, this is another 5K, but it's a different it's different. It's through the middle of Philadelphia instead of down by the stadiums. So I just wanted to be like a little more prepared this time. I don't mind going to the gym. It's just that sometimes I don't have the energy because I work on my feet all day as it is. So I'm trying to be a little bit better about it. Not really a specific goal in mind. Just want to get my legs a little stronger for actual running motions than they probably are. That's all.
Dog lifting. That's next.
Yeah, I'm lifting my 80-pound. They do have a significant like weight machine area. I used to use that when I was younger, when I would go with my dad. But I'm not focused on that yet. After the run, I'll diversify a little bit and do some like weightlifting and stuff. Right now, it's all about getting them used to like this repetitive motion that isn't walking. So like I said, using the Stairmaster so that I have resistance is really important. And then the bike just to warm them up. So bike first, then Stairmaster. I used a Stairmaster that was evil. I used a different Stairmaster the other day. And it was so hard and it hurt so bad that I could only stand 15 minutes. So I made sure to get on the other Stairmaster. It was the one I couldn't quite figure out how to get my legs to move in a forward running motion on it. The one where you have to hold it and move it with your hands and your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Very difficult. So this time I just did the one that was just feet. And that was a lot easier. to actually use. Not that it just feels better, because I can get a good workout on that. It's just easier to use. My brain's dumb. I can't figure out the Stairmaster. But it's fun. The Y's nice. They got a lot of machines, a lot of different stuff. So I just go for a few hours. Then I go home or, whatever. I went to the Target the other day after it and bought snacks. Healthy snacks, but snacks because I was hungry. But, yeah, no, it's fun.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Anything else on 47? Folks.
They had a lot of fun, and I hope they keep having a lot of fun.
We'll see whether 48 is a party episode, or at least starts with a party.
Maybe.
Yeah, they should have a party. They just won like the Dodvale Regatta of Taliska. You have a party.
They had a.
Have a party.
They should have a party, a victory party.
Have a party.
And play as a band.
Yes.
And play as a band, yes.
Play
What's
the fiddle.
Cambridge Oxford boat race?
Oh, I don't know what theirs is called. We have a famous one here, and that's the one I know.
It's literally called the boat race.
Good job. Yeah, we're famous for Boathouse Row, which is a row of boathouses on the Schuylkill River. And then we have the Dodvale Regatta, which is here every year. That is one of the big rowing races. And it's part of why they tried to cut our crew and rowing. Crew is men's, rowing is women's. They tried to cut it while I was there. And in part because the boathouse was in disrepair. And people were like genuinely mad about that one because we have one of the biggest races in the U.S. is hosted in Philly every year. We can't not represent as the only like public university in the city. That's crazy. So a bunch of people rallied and donated to repair the boathouse so that they wouldn't feel like they had to cut it. Because they tried to cut like 7 sports. They ended up saving a few. But the crew and rowing was like, to us, one of the most offensive ones. Because it's part of our, like, again, we have a famous landmark called Boathouse Row. And you want to cut the crew and rowing teams. So they did get saved. And it's just, I think it's one of the cool things that we have here is that race. It got moved last year upriver. I think because of some sort of cleaning effort in the Schuylkill or something like that. But yeah, I like boat races. I think boat races are cool. Yeah. They're great. I liked seeing boat race.
So yes, apparently it is the boat race, the Oxford
boat
Cambridge.
Race.
The boat race.
Wow, so creative. Everybody's so creative.
Well, when it's 1820 or whatever, and
how old's the Dodvale? I wonder.
I guess you can do that kind of stuff. Do you have a boat race close to you, Kari?
No boat race from what I know of.
Do you have a river that's close to you?
We have a couple of rivers here. But, I mean, where I originally come from, we had a lake, but, yeah. Never was really a sports person, so I rarely was interested in what they have there with sports. We Germans have that nice, idiom about that sport is murder and doing sport yourself is suicide.
Okay.
Because it literally, the sport is murder in German rhymes. Sport is Mord. So.
That's good. That's good. Can't say I agree, necessarily, but I can understand the sentiment.
Ooh,
It's
Temple
German black humor.
Yep.
We Germans are popular for that, or at least known.
Not too much boat racing, sailing probably close to you, Andy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, tons. There's the island just a few miles off the coast, which has a boat race that goes around it, and there's lots of marinas and everything. My dad used to do windsurfing, and we did have a boat at one point, but we never really went out on it.
Are you so you're not a sailor yourself then?
No.
My university actually won last year. Won all 3 of the big races last year. So yay us. Then they wanted to cut that team anyway.
As you do.
As you do. Isn't that just how it goes? You cut the arts and then you cut the sports.
Yeah. For a lot of U.S. universities, the sports department is basically a business in and of itself. So
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
it doesn't make enough money, you go bye-bye.
yeah,
They wanted to cut baseball too. Again, we were like, why? America's pastime? You're weird.
all right. 48
Yes.
predictions for 48. Kari, how many words are gonna be in the title?
I would say 4.
Andy,
I'm going to go with 5.
5. Shan, you going 3 again?
I'll go with 3. Well, then the next closest ones are gone. So yeah, I'll do my 3.
All right, I'm going 1.
Oh, he's gonna keep doing 1 until they do 1.
Well,
And I respect the
I went away from 1 last time. I
Yeah.
went to 6.
Yeah.
So
I respect the dedication to the bit.
gotta keep going back to 1.
Yeah.
Carrie's already got hers up there. That there will be more Radiant lore. I think that there's a high probability of that. I already mentioned one thought I had, which was whether we're gonna have an Elowen side quest for the sword. I don't know if this is the right episode though. I still think they'll have a Elowen side quest for the sword. I just don't know if it'll be this episode.
Maybe they slide into it after the
Yeah,
the
so-
party.
Yeah, maybe.
I think this is not the right one. I'll go with Radiant stays strong on being sober at the party.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
But the rest of the party doesn't.
My second thing I thought what could happen is that the girls run out of wine
Aha.
at last.
Because there's no wine here, right?
No,
So
No,
not that I
wine.
remember.
they
can't
have
get
a
wine. They have
And
one
they
bottle.
reduced. They have I think 1 bottle left.
yeah, they've got they have a very important commodity right now. Shan, you can continue to think. Andy, you got something in mind?
I'm going to bring back my prediction from last time I was on, when I said that and I'm going to amend it slightly, that it's not going to be a performance, it's going to be a singing thing that's going to happen instead
Okay.
of the performance. But I'm not sure that there's going to be combat afterwards.
Cast performs a musical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Right.
yes, please. I want
and
this to
I-
come true.
A slightly out there prediction is we're going to get more lore, but via another docent that's going to be there.
Ooh.
Because I think it's
It's time.
strange. It's strange that they've not been that prominent,
Yeah,
or we've only seen
definitely.
a retired one and an active one.
And
so
an
far.
active one, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely time. Shannon.
I think I is going to go on a
On a bender?
Well, no, hold on. Like specifically for med, like med, whatever.
Mead, yeah.
Mead, thank you. It's not
He's
something
he's
we
gonna
really
get a sugar
talk about
crush.
over here. Yeah, he really wants. Yeah, he's gonna go on a hunt for mead. He wants the mead. Give him the mead. He's gonna mead it out. I mean, he was so excited to try. Like, how did you keep this from me? And now they want a race. If they're gonna party, he's gonna want it again. Let's see. I'm gonna guess Doug and Ben are gonna get very lucky and roll high on their performance checks.
That would be
Doug
fun.
and Ben roll high on performance. All right.
Like, I just think it would be funny if they both, like, because the whole thing happened because they were, like, you know,
Teasing each
I think
other.
it would be funny if they both managed to pull it off.
Uh,
As best they can. As
Do
best
we-
they can.
do we know? I'm sure that this wasn't an AMA. But can you guys remember if they've said, each of them has said whether they can play any instruments?
I don't remember.
Don't remember either. Andy, you're mute.
You mean the players themselves?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think they actively do. I think they probably have at some point in their childhood.
Yeah, I
And,
couldn't remember whether they had mentioned about
Yeah.
playing an instrument. Obviously, we know that several of them have been in musical productions of varying levels.
Mm-hmm.
On the theater side, and Harry in particular was at one point had quite a singing focus to his career. But yeah, I think it would just be super funny if they waltzed in and we found out that Doug actually can play the flute and Ben actually can play the
Fiddle.
fiddle.
That fiddle is hard.
Yeah.
I played violin when I was
Same.
you know, younger, and it is fun, but yeah, it's a lot of coordination.
Fun but difficult. Yes. Yeah. I think it'd be interesting to see if they actually have some instruments that they bring out. But cool. Well, it seems like we're in the direction of a musical performance, despite Holly in particular being, I think, well, you know, like this Lanix guy will have forgotten about us.
But Smoss was reminded.
Yeah.
And Smoss is very excited.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
And even has a fiddle to lend to Radiant.
that he does. That he does. Or she.
She does.
Good. All right. I think it's time then. Anything else in 48, guys? It's time for Mop Up. Look at that. Kari she came in at the last minute and even has her mop up ready.
Of course I do.
Is there anything we need to discuss, guys?
I don't think so.
I can't think of anything.
A pox on Kari's friends for being canceling on her at the last minute, but all the better for us for having her with us.
Yes.
Shannon, anything?
Can't think of anything.
Well,
I've been up a very long time.
if
Aw.
not, Didn't Harry send us his moment of the?
Did
Didn't he,
he?
Shan? Absolutely.
He might have. I can check.
While we
If you
look,
don't
let's
mind the
prep
clicky
for our
clicky.
roly-poly thingies.
Let me see. Six Pack Podcast.
Let's have a quick boo here.
All right.
Oh god, I forgot we were photoshopping. No, he only commented on 46. He was saying that the Rizlord
He
Theory
sent it
Geiger
to
counter
me.
was Oh, he
He's-
sent it to you privately.
He sent it to me privately, yes.
So you
Watching
read it
in real time as the Radian Rizlord Theory Geiger counter reacting like it's a 1930s orange plate the moment that letter got read was my highlight. Excellent.
Yep, that was what was that? 46.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't get his because he was
Okay,
at
he's
the
fine.
he
But
just
he was
didn't
at the
send it
watch
to
party,
us.
so
But he was at the watch party.
the cult let him out for an afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which dice trays are we using today, ladies and gentlemen?
As always, the web.
My natural 6 one, of course. My
This
Brown
one
one.
right. This one right here, perhaps. Carrie?
Yeah.
not exactly because I have the one in.
Oh, you-
brown.
You have the natural color. Have you been
Yeah.
using it in your games?
Yes, and I have it always here on my table.
Mm. Are you also using yours, Andy, in your
Yes,
games? Or?
but I don't. I only occasionally use it in the games. Not all the time.
I would show you mine, but my dice are on it, so yay.
Are you? Does that mean you're not a dice tray guy, Andy? You're.
And also it takes up a lot of room that I've got books and other stuff open out on my desk when I'm playing.
Uh-huh.
As I'm
That's true.
DMing.
That's true. But from a DM
So-
perspective, it can be tricky. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How are we doing here? Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Shan, you're always complaining about your rolls. I feel like you're not going to complain about your roll today.
No. Oh no. I got 126.
126.
I
Excellent.
rolled an 80 on my percentile and a nat 20.
As Benjamin can attest, who rolled near the max you can roll during the lovely action surge. 146, I think he did.
143.
Yeah. He has rolled 149, though, I think.
Yeah.
Although we're still not sure, Andy, whether he potentially was previously rolling an additional D10.
I think that it might have been the D10 got counted twice or something. Yeah,
but I have got 96.
Gary, you want to go
I
next?
have to. I actually have to check my trend because Mr. T has been keeping track.
And I had this time a 61. That is the lowest
61?
I rolled in a whole while.
61 is rough, Carrie.
107 for me.
107.
And I thought it was going to be good because the first dice I saw was the 92 on the percentile.
Ooh.
But then I barely
And then
got
the
over
rest of the
100.
other ones were low.
I had a 23 on the percentile, and the rest was okay, but if you roll bad on the percentile, you're done.
It's it's hard to come back from it. All right. Well,
I'm glad I finally won at D&D.
let's Get our D20s out here. and see where we are. I have rolled a 5.
12.
Hail to the 2 crew.
Hail to the 2.
My little dice boy, do me okay. It's a 4.
So 2 for Kari, 4 for Shan, 5 for me.
I can only get 120, man.
Andy,
no trippy
you
20s
can
for
make
me.
the decision whether you want to go first or
Yeah, I'll go first.
bring up the rear.
I'll go first because it's a short list this time. Thanks for having me back on yet again. I swear one of these days you'll get bored of me and not invite me, but
Not like
shout out to my cats for the interruption. Shout out to the newbies that I'm somehow going to teach how to play D&D next week.
we look forward to the aftermath.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I will go next, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy, for being a stalwart as usual and making time for us. You too, Kari, for coming into the last minute and making sure that Andy didn't have to put up with us all by himself. It's been ages since we only had 3 of us on. So that would have been weird. Shan, you just got the look like I left
My
the gas
lights
on.
flickered.
Oh, okay.
So I was making sure that was it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for coming out. Getting close to 30, Shannon. Don't know how we've done it, but we've done it. It's over a year. Shout out to the Natural 6 crew as usual. Hope Redacted's going well.
Same. Whatever it is, I do
Whatever
hope
it
it's
is.
going well. So much redacted.
Yep. And check out the fandom. We're doing some cool stuff there now at the moment.
I like
Lots of cross-linking.
I like to watch the fandom mod chat. I don't do anything. I just watch it.
And we'll be doing some cool stuff soon too, on all that. So that's it for me. Shan.
Thanks, guys, once again for joining us. It's always a good time. Trying to think like what I have to thank. I don't know. Shout out to, I don't know. It's been a weird 2 weeks. I feel like I've not done anything. Shout out to Bad Bunny. Just a
Because he needs it.
I
right
love Benito. Shout out to Benito. Thank you for making a boring Super Bowl just a bit better. Shout out to Sam Darnold for being the first of his legendary quarterback class to win a Super Bowl. Playing for 4 or 5 different teams. Good for you, Sam. Thank you. I'm glad you're not out indefinitely due to mononucleosis. It's an inside football joke. What else? I don't know. Shout out to, I don't know. I'm like drawing a blank. I usually used to have something, but I'm like so frazzled.
Sorry.
Yeah. Shout out to the male people. Given how crazy, like for 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks,
as in
we've had snow.
Letters,
yeah,
male people, not male people.
My
as
male
in,
people, yeah.
Yep.
MAIL. like, shout out to them because I watched my poor mailman when I was walking the dog. We always dug into the snowdrifts for our mailman to get to our well, it was Pam for a long time, but the mailman to get to the mailbox so that they don't have to get out of their trucks. Yeah. My other neighbors did not do that, and I watched our new poor mailman stop at every house, turn off the truck, open the door, put the mail in the mailbox, close the door, start the truck again, and drive away. Oof. I felt so bad. And I'm sure that's happening everywhere because the snowdrifts are frozen and it has not been warm enough for them to melt. And it's been 2.5 weeks. I finally saw grass for the first time in 3 weeks. So, yeah, shout out to the postal workers who are really dealing with these snowdrifts still. Shout out to the snowdrifts for really holding out longer than I think any snowdrift I've ever seen in my life. 3 weeks is crazy. Shout out to the sun. Hopefully you can defeat the cold weather and melt some of this snow because I can't take it anymore. I need the other cars out of the driveway and I need room to park on the street. Because we have 2 extra cars in our driveway and it's driving me insane. Shout out to the dogs. Whatever they were doing up there.
Limited barking today.
They were fighting for a goodly while down here. I could hear them. They were right here at one point, and I was like, can you guys stop? You're embarrassing me. But yeah, I mean, I can't think of much else. That's all I got.
Excellent. Bring us home, Kari.
Well, first, thanks to you guys for inviting me and having me even then jump in last minute, even that I said that I was busy and then out of the blue, yeah, I still have time. Thanks for Natural Six to every 2 weeks bring new episodes. Inspire us because let's be honest, my game is inspired by them a lot. Thanks to my boss who just allowed me right now to today to actually put in my vacation days for the MCM in May. Who extra had to switch his vacation plans because one of us has always have to be at the library. And so he switched a couple of days of his over so I could have these 3 days I need to get over. And yeah, thanks for Andy because he is really inspiring as well whenever he talks about his D&D stuff.
Just the look on his face.
Don't laugh. It's true.
The look on his face.
And that one shot we had together was absolutely amazing when we were actually your lab rats for your Boulder game.
Hulk
it was
smash.
Fun as hell. And crazy. But fun as hell.
To do something really cool.
And yeah, I thank my friend who looks out for my cats when I'm not around. Thanks, Ron. And I thank Pat for standing me almost every day because, we hear about and read about us every day and stuff and try to play together. We have to keep playing Divinity. We have to.
Listen up, Pat.
Yeah. But yeah. Thank you all very much.
Excellent. Well, I think that is an episode, guys. Anything else? Shan says no.
I mean, I
Kari's
can't think
drinking.
of anything.
Andy is
Cheers.
also shaking his head. That's the non-caffeinated version of Kari's many drinks.
And it has caffeine.
Tell us in the comments down below which one you like the best. Right. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.